How are we doing? Happy Mindset Monday. Abby, you're the first one here. And it's probably late for you. I apologize. Sometimes getting here at noon is like not possible. So I just have to stop stressing too much about it and just go live when I'm live, because that's it. That's just the only way it's going to happen. So how's everyone doing? My calendar's like, it's time to record your podcast. Silly calendar. What do you know? Okay, who we got today? Let's see. Abby, Witchy Wheels, Angel, Emily, hey Emily, Danielle, Leanne, Stella, Ariana, Martina, Naomi, Carrie, Sharon, Janin. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Brendan, Duddy, Dina, Danielle, Deluxe, Sebi, Elena, Dawn, Saoirse, hello. Kate. Ooh, Kate G says, Roxy, success story. I've been affirming an amazing relationship with my parents, and they confirmed within literally 3 days. Yes, it works that fast. Anything does. Ever Rose, High Priestess, Sophia, Tim, Alicia, TT, Verse, hello, Cole, Mama Fluff, Troy, Danny, Julia, SM, The Lit, hello. Cynthia, Jamie, hi, everybody. Jenna, Tommy, hey, Tommy. Edgar, hello. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm assuming you can, because nobody is saying that they can't. Oh, hi, Tommy. I want to say it like that. I don't even know the dude's name from the Disaster Artist. Okay. Witchy Wheel says, I've done 10 days so far of your 30 days of alignment challenge. Actually found today's challenge the most difficult. Ooh, proud of you. Refresh me. What is day 10? So I can help support you through that. Nicolette, I'm glad you were able to make the live too. Welcome. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Yay. Okay, sweet. Eva Rose, you're so kind. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Sweet. Okay. So, Stella says, circumstances getting the best of you, wonky face emoji. Well, circumstances don't matter. So look at your situation and assess it. Where in your situation are you believing that what's going on around you is, you know, your destiny or your sentence that you have to carry out? Angel Divine says, why do things you don't oh, you know what? Hey, babe. I see the internet skipping. Maybe we should plug the Ethernet cable in. It's fucking jerky. Everybody give me a second real fast, because I'm gonna fuck with my shit and make sure everything is as good as it can be. All right, give me one moment. I'm probably gonna freeze for a minute. I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi. And here we go. Okay, should I refresh the page? I don't know what to do. Oh, am I back? Are we back? I need to hear myself.
Are we back?
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, man. I tried to do everything in my power to prepare you for the fact that my shit was going to be frozen, and people are still like, oh my God, she's frozen. Like, come on, y'all. Like, what the fuck? Come on. You guys need to like be able to handle stuff on your own, right? Okay. All right. How do I get back to YouTube? Okay. Oh, Lord Almighty. How do I get back to the main fucking page? Oh, well, I guess I'm stuck here. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yes, I'm back. Thank you. Okay. All right. Oh, Lord. All right. Hey, Mally. Jennifer. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jennifer. Okay. I saw, I know we were in the middle of answering something, but I wanted to get the chat right. Somebody was asking if I was a robot. Yeah, I'm a fucking robot. Jennifer says, oops, didn't know how that stuff works. I appreciate you. If you meant to send a donation without a question, I appreciate your generosity. If you have a question, type it in the chat and I'll answer it. Okay, I want to talk to Witchy Wheels because Witchy Wheels is on Dente. Girl. Day 10. Day 10. Ooh, someone got a free donut. KG manifested a free donut. Yes. Okay, I want to talk about what I've manifested over the weekend because I had a crazy weekend of manifestations. And I wanted to work it into what Witchy Wheels was asking about day 10 on 30 Days of Alignment being about like it's basically like compounding the good, right? Oh, here we go. She says, I've done 10 days so far. Oh, fudge. I was looking for the next message you sent. Basically that it's about taking, I want to read exactly what you wrote. Where'd it go? Oh, fuck. Miss Witchy Wheels, I can't find your message again. Why does YouTube do this to me? Because I saw it. Okay, here we go. Day 10 is raising your expectations and always expecting best case scenario. Okay, so raising your expectations. So the idea of raising your expectations as you're manifesting, as you're getting more and more stuff, as you're growing, you are raising your expectations along the journey so that you don't get stuck back in your old ways. So I want to talk about that in real time because I had a really crazy manifestation weekend. And today and last night, I really had to work on staying mentally in the mind frame that like good things can still come. And even though like something really amazing came through, that more good stuff will come because us as humans have the tendency, this is what oh my God, why am I so good at talking today? This is what the book, The Big Leap is about how, when you reach a certain high, our human nature is to kick in with the doubts and the worries and reasons why good things can't last or, good things can't compound or good things can't keep happening or the bad stuff has to come eventually. So I know that about human nature. I've read The Big Leap. I'm also an 8 personality number the day I was born on November 8th. So 8s have a tendency to get caught in cyclical in cycles and they have a cyclical nature of recreating their past to try to outdo it. So knowing that, and also I have a high and low back and forth in my story, just because of what happened in my childhood. So anyways, my point in saying all this is that it's my pattern to get to a high and then to just subconsciously or semi-consciously start allowing in thoughts of doubt, worry, fear, what's next, ones, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, this weekend, I'm going to kill a bunch of birds with one stone here. That's a really weird saying. Me and Liam were talking about that. Like, why is that saying that? Anyways, people always ask me, what have I manifested lately? And a lot of times there's times where I'm not really consciously manifesting or actively manifesting anything specific. I'm just maintaining my life. And so a lot of times I'm like, my whole life's a manifestation, right? But this weekend I had two major things come through. So this will all tie back in together. First things first, I don't know if I mentioned it on Mindset Monday, but I either told a client or I mentioned it here, but there's been this billboard just right out around the corner from my house. Whenever I go on a walk, I see it. And it just says, I was hit. It's for like a car accident lawyer. I was hit, and a phone number and like a car accident. And not in my reality. It's not a part of my deal. Not letting that in. So this freaking billboard used to just like, kind of low key piss me off. And there was like this underlying, like, I should, we can get rid of this fucking billboard. And then I don't know what it was, like maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I either said it here on Mindset Monday or I said it with a client, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to manifest that billboard away. And I like erased it, and then went on about my day. Well, my husband and I were just taking a walk this weekend, and we're walking home, and I saw that billboard is blacked out. It's gone. And not just black, but it's blank. It's erase. And I was like, oh my God, I fucking did it. Like, we were like celebrating on the corner. I was like, I fucking changed the billboard. I've lived here for 2 years, and that billboard has been there the whole time, and it's bugged the fuck out of me. And finally one day I was just like, I'm going to erase that billboard. And I erased it, and it was gone. So we were just and we've been really working on, actively manifesting every day. That's something I want to talk about too with you guys. Actively manifesting every day has been something that I've been working on, like not just like, I'm fine, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, but like actively ascending and choosing things, right? So we had a great day. We changed the billboard. It was just like a really fun, day. And then the next day, yesterday, I'm reading You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero right now. So I read my book, I did my journaling at the end of the chapter, and I scripted my perfect day and like really got into the feelings of like my ideal life and all that stuff. And then we went to the beach and we had a great day, and and then we were just talking about like, our life. And I was like, I bet if I just move some money around, we could just move. Like, I don't even have to make more money. I could just move some stuff around. We could move into a bigger house if we want. We could get something bigger. And then we just started like getting into that zone of like dreaming and talking bigger and just being, like elevating ourselves. And then like we got home, and I literally spent like hours, like probably 2 hours at least yesterday on Zillow looking at like $11 million houses and houses with private beaches and like in every city that I could want to, live in the United States, looking at all of the houses that are for sale, all of the mansions, and being like, yeah, but that one's not what I like. Yeah, that one doesn't have, yeah, that one's cool. Okay, I'll like this one. I'll put this on my list. Just being somebody that's shopping for a mansion. I don't really care how much it is. I just want to see what's out there. I want to see what's on the coast. I want to see what my options are, and whatever. I just was like being a person who, it didn't matter. You know what I mean? I just was that person. I don't care if I pick an $11 million house, guess which one I'm getting, right? Like that was the mind frame I was in. And then, we went to go run some errands. We had to go to the grocery store. And like, for some reason I decided we were going to stop normally we would go to like Whole Foods or Sprouts. So I was like, let's just go to Vons, and like stopped off at this random grocery store that we never go to. We never shopped there. I don't even know if I've ever shopped at that one before. And we're in there, we're just shopping around, like took our time, not really paying attention, just shopping, whatever. And then we go to check out, and the friggin' lady behind us paid for our groceries. And it was like $200 worth of shit. And like, I'm still in such shock. And like, I was so, like, I'm like, I can't, it's like, it made me speechless. Like, it was just such gratitude and appreciation and abundance. And it was just like, oh my God, like this is what happens when you're just being that. Like, I wasn't looking at $1 million, $10 million houses and thinking like, damn, someday. I was looking at $10 million houses and being like, yeah, but does it have what I want? Because I'm not going to fucking settle. I don't care. Do I have to get the $40 million one? Because I will, but do I even like that one? Does it have what I want? Whatever. It doesn't matter. My point is, I was just being of my abundant self. And some woman, and me and my husband have sat and like tried to analyze it. Like we're trying to figure out like what the fuck happened. She went there to pay for someone's groceries. Because we were like in such shock. We didn't know what to say. We were just like, oh, like, oh, thank you. You know, it was just so like surprising and just like so generous and selfless. And we were just like didn't know how, you know. And then so we said thank you and walked out, and I was like, did we thank her enough? Like, did I express how profusely like grateful I am right now? And so we like waited in the parking lot for like 5 minutes waiting for her, and she never came back out. And I think she was in there buying more groceries for people. And it was just like, anyways, after analyzing it, we really thought like, okay, listen, she went in there with the idea she was going to buy groceries for somebody, and the universe said those people. Like, you know what I mean? Like she felt whatever she felt internally made her go them. You know what I mean? Because like she didn't even have, like she kind of got behind us, but she didn't have anything. She was just like, it was, I don't know. It was, anyways. So 2 days, like I'll say I've been doing like 360. No, I don't want to say casually, but just like maintaining, right? Because I'm comfortable and I'm okay where I'm at, and like that's kind of been a problem as I've been not a problem, but I've been looking at it like, well, am I okay? Do I want bigger? Do I want more? And the answer is, why the fuck not? So literally this weekend and this week I've been working on it, but really this weekend just working to be that person, incorporate it all into my life and like live that way, you know? And the only thing I can think of is like, you know, we were dreaming about moving into a bigger house, and I went and took action. I went on Zillow and I fucking spent hours looking as if I had unlimited money, which I do. And then I just went on about my day, and I was treated to abundance in its true nature, you know? So anyways, if that woman ever like, thank you. How can I repay you? I didn't know what to, oh my God. Anyways, they should train you on what to do in those situations, because it was just so shocking. We were like almost like a deer in headlights. We were just frozen, like, and the people were like, is that okay? The people that worked there, and we were like, I don't know. Is it okay? Like, what do you mean? It was, you know, I've read about people doing that on the internet, but I've never like obviously experienced it. And not with like, it was like $185, and she just fucking sweat. Like my husband was just about to pay, and she's like, I want to pay for his groceries. And just like, anyways, so thank you to that person, and thank you, universe, and thank you to myself for being in that space. So the reason I want to tell you all of this is because last night, after all of it happened and the dust settled, and it was just like, you know, me and my husband had to work. We both were like, we're not worth. We both had to work on our worth, because that highlighted that we both were like, why? Like, what? Why would you do something? You know, it was just, it like we had to say we're worthy. We're worth that. We deserve that. Like on the car ride home over and over, because it was like it. I mean, that's not something that I never expected that to happen to me. And like, it just whatever. So since that moment, I've been having to look out for and watch myself, wondering why and how, and putting the pieces together and how come, and just trying to like rationalize I am deserving. And be careful that I'm not allowing myself to start thinking thoughts that are going, you know, well, okay, now something good happened. It's probably going to be a while before that couldn't happen tomorrow. You know, things like that. It's like, why couldn't it fucking happen tomorrow? Why couldn't someone walk up to me and hand me $5,000 today? Why not? Why not? Why couldn't that happen? Before yesterday, I never thought somebody would just randomly pay for my groceries, but now that's happened. Who knows what's possible? And somebody I saw in the chat was asking, like, how do things that you don't expect manifest? And the answer is because you live in a fucking world full of near infinite possibility. There's a lot that can fucking happen to you. And if you are here, you're fair game, you know? And so it's like, just as something unexpected and amazing can happen to you, so can something that's unexpected and not so amazing, and vice versa. But just, being in the idea and vibration of there's more than enough and there's no limitation on me, period. So I'm just going to live from that space. I can tell you brings results. So, Coupon Wilson says, that's the universe telling you everything you do here is amazing. And here's a gift because you're amazing and helping this whole world with this. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I definitely felt like, okay, I'm going to go on Mindset Monday and pay it forward tomorrow, obviously. But like, I've been manifesting for a while, like consciously every day. Or have I? And something like that hasn't, like, that was truly shocking. That was truly like abundance at play. Oh, I forgot one thing. This is key. Okay, so in that book, what's the book I'm reading? I just told you it's called You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. In that book, it says, like, finding change on the ground, like if you find like a quarter on the ground, yes, thank you. That's abundance at play, right? Okay, so yesterday, the day that the lady brought our groceries, we went on our walk, and I found 45 cents on the ground, and I picked it up and I was like, yes, thank you, money. And I felt abundant. I put that shit in my pocket and I was carrying it around all day. And when that lady paid for our groceries, those coins flashed through my mind. And I realized those moments were the same moments. That was abundance at play. And I read in that book that a quarter on the ground is abundance. Take it, appreciate it, celebrate it, right? A couple of days later, because that wasn't the chapter that I read yesterday, but it was the chapter I read a couple of days ago. A couple of days later, I find 45 cents on the ground. Ooh, also, the day that I did read that, I found there was a baby toy on the ground that was a pink giraffe. I love giraffes, and it was pink. And so I was like, babe, that's abundance. That's the universe sending to me. And he's like, don't touch that. And he wouldn't let me touch it. So I was like, oh man. So I didn't pick up my abundance that day. But a couple days later, they send me the coins and I pick them up. I feel abundant. I put them in my pocket. And again, go on living my life as my abundant self, seeing it come to my life, being like, yes, that is abundance right there. That's being delivered to me right there. There's money right there. And then, yeah, the groceries happened. So anywho, my point in all of it is to say, you got to live it. It's the constant awareness is required. But I always say that awareness and discipline, right? So okay. Okay, I know that we had, I think it was Jen, actually. Your name was Jen too, right? That came through with a super chat. Where did this go? Okay, Anne, I see you. I'll get to you in just a minute. Yeah, Jennifer. Okay. Let me find Jennifer. Okay, what if your significant other has really emotionally hurt you and perhaps is a twin flame? Some confusion on this as to whether you can, as it's manifesting yourself. So, okay, Leanne, truncated. If your significant other has really emotionally hurt you and perhaps is a twin flame. All right, here's the deal. I personally, I'm not a fan of the twin flame thing. I don't like that because twin flame has connotations to it. Like the second you say twin flame, you know exactly what that means. It means, like you said, extreme emotional, like it's like emotional agony. When I hear I am labeling this person as a twin flame, that I am agreeing that we are causing each other, or at least I am feeling some sort of emotional agony. It's probably fucking up the way I think and operate in my life. I'm putting everything on the line for this relationship that may be toxic, and how do I make it work? Or how do I manifest it? And it's like, I don't like the twin flame thing. I mean, personally, maybe that's just my personal opinion, but and professionally too, I find it very counterproductive to even go down that road. Like if you have an intense emotional bond with somebody and there's some maybe trauma or toxicity, okay, fine, let's address that, but let's not label it twin flame and go down that fucking road and all the headache and heartache and agony that goes with it. So Dina says, I defined my SP as a twin flame for so long, and Lord knows where that helped me or where that got me. I watched, like, I'm not going to name any names. I don't want to shade anybody, but I just want to say from personal experience, I watched a friend of mine, like, and she's happy now, not with this person, but with someone else. But, I watched someone like dissolve their marriage and throw, like, if they weren't happy, it's not my business, but everything was in the name of the twin flame. And like both parties were married, and it was just this, like, again, whatever, do what you got to do. But the way that people go about this obsession with the twin flame thing, I just don't think that it's smart. I don't think it's healthy. And I don't want to, like, personally, I don't want to condone and coach you on twin flaming, because I don't think that you should do that. I don't think anything should have that kind of power over you. You should, in my opinion, never label something that powerful. Like, why would you do that? Because it's just, just by calling it a twin flame, I always think of when Jafar becomes a genie. I always think of that moment. Like, every time I try to explain this moment, that's what I see, and everything that comes with it. That moment when Aladdin, like, tricks him and he gets the fucking chains on his or the shackles on his wrists after he's like, oh, I know what I want to do. I want to become a genie because genies have all the power in the world. Not realizing that the genie is chained to the lamp, right? So anyways, every time I see somebody label something like a twin flame, or like when they put like a strong label on something, it reminds me of that, like, cool, and everything that comes with it. That moment of Jafar realizing he fucked up, and now he's stuck in that lamp for eternity. That's what I think of. Or like, that's the image that universe sends me. So my first suggestion is to don't ever say those fucking words again. They're so powerful and so ridiculously unnecessary. And you could lose yourself going down twin flame rabbit hole for years. And I've seen it happen, and I just don't, there's no point. So first off, stop calling them that. It doesn't help you. Second of all, you need to heal from the trauma that's going on within your body that caused you to manifest a relationship of this nature before you try focusing on the relationship and trying to fix what's going on outside of yourself. You are not in a place to fix this relationship if you are still calling it a twin flame. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you have healing to do, and that's where your attention should be. In my personal opinion. In my professional opinion, you asked, you paid for it. I'm going to give it to you. Healing needs to come first. Like, and your significant other, your SP, is always a reflection of you. Everybody listen up, please. Your SP is always a reflection of you. Okay. So if there's toxicity in your relationship, there's toxicity within you, or there's pain, or there's a past, there's trauma that needs to be handled properly before you try to make a relationship fix it for you. A relationship will never fix your trauma. That's not how it fucking works. A relationship's going to bring your trauma out. So everybody that is avoiding working on themselves because they think their SP is going to make them happy, I'll see you next week with the same fucking question. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point you have to accept the fact that it's not them. They're never going to be able to change the way you want them to until you change the way that you need to be to manifest them that way. So yeah. Oh my God. Killa Pop Tart says those coins are way more dirty than a pink toy. Tell my husband that. He was like, don't touch that. Oh yeah, Tiffany fucking manifested fucking Busta Rhymes tickets, and like, that was insane. When I saw it, I was like, how does this girl? Oh my God. Okay, I have a super chats coming. I see Lana asks, what is your advice for someone who goes through roller coasters of emotions and manifests the same patterns? My advice for you is that you're not properly dealing with the emotions when they happen, and that's why you keep doing the same patterns, because you're subconsciously trying to redo it somehow. Tommy says, the first time I listened to Rolling in Dough, I found 20 pound note 15 minutes later. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay. Why does this thing just is so good with showing me the super chats? Okay, there's Anne. Anne, I'm so sorry. Anne says, our family lost my mom 9 days after my birthday. My birthday is on October 20th. And what's odd is that she smiled, so I smiled back. She isn't truly gone. Anne, I'm so sorry. We're here for you. I wish I could give you a hug. I'm so sorry. But she definitely isn't gone. She really isn't. So I always talk about that meditation from Rising Higher Meditation. It's from like 4 years ago, and it's called Meet Your Spirit Guides. I did that meditation so much over this last year that the place that she takes you to like became like my happy place, as weird as that sounds. And so like entering that garden, like, first, then like my cousin started being there, my cousin that passed away. So every time I go to meditate, she's there. And then when Leo passed away, now he's there. And I will say that like I can't go to that meditation as often. Like I can't do it every day. I mean, I could, but like a lot of times it makes me cry. And actually I did that meditation the other day, and it was the first time I didn't cry since November 17th, which is when Leo passed away. But Leo's there too. And I just wanted to maybe offer you, try that meditation out, because like there's something, I don't if it's all in my head, who really cares, but there's something really comforting about going there, and like he's there, and she's there, and I really feel them, and I feel like they're with me, and I feel like I'm experiencing being there with them. So I don't know if you're ready for that, but maybe when you are, try it and just imagine like it basically like takes you down some stairs, and then there's a door that opens up, and then you're like in a garden. So like when I open that door, like Jacqueline's right there, and then Leo's like right there, like wagging his tail and just like so ready to, and like it used to be it would just be a bunch of animals, and like all these animals would come up, and I would just like be like playing with kittens and puppies and stuff like that. And then then my cousin came, and then Leo came, and so it really is like I really can find immense joy and like connection being there. Sometimes it is hard because it's like, when you're grieving, it's a lot. But anyways, just if you're ready, when you're ready, that might work for you. And we're all here for you as well, Anne, of course. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I wonder if I have ADD. Because I know obviously we wouldn't want to affirm it, but if I do, then I would want to know that so that I can, affirm the opposite. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on, okay. All right. Do we have super chats coming through? It's like I have super chats that I want to get through, but then I see questions in the chat that I want to get to. Okay, Carrie Richards, thank you so much for the super chat. Carrie, was yours just a donation? Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you. Okay, Hina says, hi, I lost and losing my hair. I'm trying to manifest it to grow back thicker and how it was before. My question is, what do I do about letting go, as I'm trying to oil hair treatments and do everything, how to let it go of the attachment, yet work towards it? Okay, so you're not alone. There's a few things. First things first, check out my video. It's a podcast episode. You can find the video on my website, or you can search the podcast on any podcast platform. And it's about healing, manifesting physical healing in your body. Use that. It's a 4-step process that I use. I would say watch that video and then use the techniques that I talk about for visualizing your hair coming back and like growing out and affirming and things like that. But essentially it's like I use a 4-step process. The first one is to disassociate. So this is with healing anything, okay? The first thing is disassociate from it. So from now on, this is the last time you are ever going to say, unless you're like, talking to a doctor or something, and you kind of have to affirm it. But for the most part, like, you will never say you've lost your hair ever again, because you didn't. You probably have a lot of hair on your head still, right? So let's not focus on lack, what's missing, and focus on the abundance of what we have, right? So that's the same as manifestation, looking at what we do have and being grateful for it, and affirming that we have it now before it shows up, right? So first things first, disassociate from the idea that you have lost your hair, right? And instead the opposite, my hair is growing so much, right? Basically turning the story around. Step 2 would be to then begin using your language. Like I just said, using affirmations to say the opposite. My hair is growing so much. My hair is growing so thick. My hair is so thick. It's always been so thick. It grows so fast. It grows so much. Oh my gosh, I can barely keep up. Holy crap, it's growing so fast. It's growing every day. Wow, I see new growth every single day. You're using your language to describe what you want and not what you're actually seeing. The third step is to visualize it coming back. So I tell this to my clients. I've had clients with hair stuff too. And I don't know how old you are or what access you have to like toys from the American 80s and 90s, but we had those. Well, I don't actually have one. But the Play-Doh toy where like how do I describe it? Like hair comes out of the head. It's like you squeeze it and like it like hair comes out, like just visualize hair growing and spurting, just over and over, spurting out, over and over, spurting out of your head, over and over, growing out. Just the visual of just seeing it sprout out just over and over and over again, like a GIF on repeat, over and over, just sprouting out, sprouting out, sprouting out, sprouting out, just watching your hair grow, watching your hair grow, watching your hair grow, watching your hair grow. And then the fourth part of this is to do the physical treatment in real life. You still want to treat it physically because that's part, maybe the hair treatment is part of the manifestation. But while you're treating yourself in whatever ailment or this is for any manifestation, it's the same process. But while you're treating it, my hair is so long, my hair is so thick, it grows so fast, it grows in so thick, it's working so well, I love these products, oh my gosh, my hair is so great. While you're doing the work, you're making that also not just a ritual of healing and caring for the physical, but you're also rewriting the story and telling the story that you want to tell instead of, oh my God, my hair is so thin, I hope this works. Oh my God, I hope this works. Like that kind of energy. And then to go into deeper detail of that, check out my podcast it's about the beginning of June 2020 about manifesting physical healing in your body for in depth. Okay. Oh, and Brendan's putting a lot of good affirmations for hair care in the chat. I just saw those. Thanks, Brendan. Play-Doh crazy cuts. Okay, that's what it's called. Yep. And so everybody in the chat, you guys are so supportive of each other. I really appreciate you helping each other in the chat for things I can't get to, or even, whoever we're talking to, and just adding more value for them and giving them more ideas and, perspectives to manifest from. Rebecca, you're so sweet. And if you guys want to connect, Anne and Rebecca, like if you don't feel comfortable connecting here on YouTube, if you go to my website and go to the forum, roxytalks.com/forum, we have posts there for people that are looking to link up with manifestation buddies. If you guys want to connect there and exchange your information there, that's not on YouTube, feel free to do that there. And anybody that wants to meet or connect with somebody that is manifesting and have someone to talk to about your manifestations to help keep you on track, keep you accountable, check out the forum and look through the posts or post one of your own. Witchy Wheel says, have you got, hold on, where did it just disappeared? Have you got any advice for raising expectations with the people around you when they have a history of hurting and letting you down? That's probably my biggest issue with this task. Okay. So, all right, here's the deal. So you're talking, I know we're piggybacking off of the day 10 of the 30 days of alignment. Oh, it's the 10th. You started it on the new year. Yay. Okay. Anybody that, if you want to like overhaul your life, 30 days of alignment, it's what I did. That's how I started this whole journey and became the Roxy you're talking to right now. It's available at my website, roxytalks.com. Witchy Wheels is on day 10. So day 10 is about expecting more good, even though you've had good. And learning to not let bad or good trigger fears, worries, doubts, and insecurities about what's coming next, right? So raising expectations with the people around you when they have a history of hurting you, letting you down. First things first, fuck the history. Erase everything. Like when they have a history is you taking the train to Butttown. Your past is irrelevant. The past is an illusion, right? It's just a snapshot of reality that your energy moved through in this incarnation, but that doesn't mean that you have to manifest a new, like the future because of that past, right? So erase the past. Who cares how they treated you before? They treated you that way because you were expecting them to. You were fearing that they might. You were reacting to them treating you that way. So it's all water under the bridge for everybody. We have to give people a little bit of grace when it comes to the shitty things that they've done, because not that it's our fault, but at the end of the day, we attracted it to us through our fears, worries, and doubts about being treated shitty. So I'm not saying completely let them off the hook. That version of them still carried out those deeds, but you can't keep carrying it around and manifesting from that perspective. If you want to change, you have to like decide that whatever they did before this moment right now, okay, fine. I put myself there. Not that it's my fault. Not that it's anything bad. It's just that nobody really knew what they were doing, and I didn't know it. I didn't realize I was taking myself to a reality where people have the capability of treating me like that, so I'm not going to blame them or myself. What I am going to do is from now on, not look at them and expect them to treat me like they used to. Not think that because they have treated me like this, that they ever will again, because that's why they will. You have to change your expectation by hearing yourself expect them to be shitty and switching the thought, by watching them be shitty and doing the same thing that you normally do, agreeing that they're shitty, wishing they weren't, crying, reacting, storming off, turning silent treatment, shutting down, whatever it is that you do. You have to do a pattern interrupt. If you want them to change, you have to consider them differently, and you have to act differently when they do the old thing again. It's the same with changing anybody. But the point of it is that knowing that, okay, if I'm expecting people to hurt me, or I'm worried they might, or whatever it is, I don't think very highly of them, then I need to catch myself thinking low of them and turn the volume up on that thought. This is 360. You know how to do it. Catch the thoughts you don't like and change them. It has nothing to do with who did what and all these things. It has to do with, do you let the thoughts linger that say that they do shitty things to you? Do you agree in the 3D when they do something shitty instead of redirecting your energy? That's the only reason why they're going to stay, or the only way that they could change. Okay. Excuse me. Leanne. There's a super chat from, fudge. Carrie. Thank you so much. Okay, here's Carrie's. How do I get my SP to commit? He has moved away, but we are in contact. He said he will see me next month. How do I move this forward? Okay. Man, sorry. I'm shutting down because I'm like, I feel like I've answered this question so many times that it it makes me like, I don't, it makes me not want to answer questions like this, but I also feel obligated to answer super chats, and I am here for you guys, but I know that sounds probably, Carrie, you're probably kind of new here. I'm sorry. Everything is the same every time, and it's always the same thing over and over. So I get triggered sometimes having to answer the same things, especially when it's like, anyways, okay. keep it together. You can answer this question in 5 minutes and you won't be answering this question again. All right. It's not your fault, Carrie. It's not you. It's okay. I can answer this question and get through it and be totally fine. Okay. My brain is like, disable super chats for life. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Carrie. It's not your fault. Let me process. Let me process because this is my own patterns coming up that I have to deal with. Meg says it must be exhausting hearing the same question over and over. It is, but what's more exhausting is having to answer it over and over. Because I personally, and I say this every time, and I'm affirming it, but I don't care to change this. I hate repeating myself. Like I'm always trying to cycle upward and move forward. And so every time I have to repeat myself, I don't like the feeling of going back and doing the same thing over and over again. Like fundamentally, personally have a problem with it. So I get triggered when I have to answer the same question over and over again about a subject that is already triggering to me. So that's why I'm like double triggered. And I'm just being open with you guys. I am as transparent as I can be. And I just want you to know where I'm at. I want you to know how someone deals with things in real time as they're triggered when they are working every day to maintain the story of their choosing. And what this is bringing up for me right now, and I'm just going to let you know so I can talk myself to answering the question, is maybe I should disable super chats because, again, Carrie, not your fault. And I'm sorry this is coming up for you when you asked it. But, I really don't want to answer SP questions anymore. At the same time, I've made a lot of SP videos. So, of course, and I have an SP course and I do talk about it in coaching, but it is draining for me because I just want you to understand that it's you, it's not them. And I know you're asking about yourself and we're going to get there. I'm just talking myself through it, but maybe I will disable super chats after this week because I don't want to feel obligated to answer questions that I have to talk myself into answering. Okay. And I wish I had Leanne. I wish, Leanne, you've been here as long, the whole time so that you could literally go to your spreadsheet and link every single time I've asked to answer this question. Because it's probably been at least 30, over the course of the last 2 years, it's gotta be at least 30 that I've answered this question, right? It's okay. I can do it. You can do it, Roxy. You're fucking great. How do I get my SP to commit? Stop needing someone else to fulfill you. He has moved away, but we are in contact. That's great. You're doing a lot better than some people. He said he will see me next month. Cool. How do I move this forward? Learn patience. This is not about moving this forward. This is about you being okay with the fact that it's not in your physical reality right this very second. That's what moves things forward. Everybody here, if you've got distance with your SP or no contact or any of that shit, it's because you are not okay with that reality. You think that life is bad, life is over, life could be better, life isn't good enough, I'm not good enough, they're not good enough. Your thoughts are not, life's fucking great and I'm getting everything the way I want it. That's why. If your thoughts aren't that, why are you even asking? And I mean this with love, okay? I'm going to sound bitchy right now, but I don't mean this, but I really kind of do. If you're not asking me, if your statement isn't, my life is fucking great and everything's working out for me, then you already know the answer because whatever you're about to say in your chat is exactly why you don't have it. So type it out. Go ahead, put it in fucking black and white. Ask me to read it for you. Let's solidify it even more into your reality. If you're sitting here and writing what your problem is, that's why. If you're in the chat writing anything but everything's fucking working out and it's great, how do I extend this? You don't get it yet. And that's not your fault. And I know I'm yelling at you, and I'm doing it with love because I want you to get it so bad. I want you to see that the things that you say, every sentence you think and say is creating the physical world around you. It doesn't care how you truly feel. It doesn't care if it's been long enough. It doesn't care that when I say I'm sad, I really want to be happy. It doesn't it can't discern that. It's black and white. It cannot read between your lines. So say what you want it to say, or don't say anything at all. Sorry. And this is why I get like, it's like, I also reason why I don't want to keep answering the same questions, because I get fired up and then the answer sounds mean. And you know, Carrie just wants to know how to bring herself closer to a relationship, and I'm like, bitch, you're backwards. You want to know how to bring yourself better with your relationship, you need to fall in love with yourself. You need to be so happy being who you are right now that that person is magnetized with you. That's what happened to us at the grocery store last night. We were so content shopping for our groceries, knowing that we're moving into an $11 million house. Who knows? Who fucking cares? But we weren't wondering where it's at. How come it hasn't shown up yet? Checking the bank account, wondering if we weren't doing any of that stuff. We were just living our abundant ass life, and life showed up to show us how abundant we were. I didn't ask anybody to pay for my groceries last night. I didn't even think that was on the fucking menu. Granted, I have seen about it on the internet. I've seen a couple times. I actually, Charlotte Dobre is another YouTuber that I like to watch. She talks about, like, she does videos about entitled people. And the only time that I've even seen it is like, I saw someone was like, oh, I tried to buy this woman groceries, and she was like, oh, since you're buying it, can I get more stuff? And it's just a funny story, but like, that's really the only frame of reference I have for like someone buying your groceries. I know people buy Starbucks for people and things like that, but like buying your groceries, I didn't even know, never imagined it happening to me. But because I was just living yesterday so fulfilled with what I had and dreaming of all the amazing things that are still to come to me, that shit picked me out of the crowd. And that's where you need to be. And so if your person isn't picking you out of the crowd, you must be repelling them, right? Right? Like everything, like, okay, Joe Dispenza says the brains send out an electrical charge. The body produces, your feelings produce a magnetic field. Okay. So what that means is your thoughts send out the electrical impulses, which become the things. Then your body draws them towards you via your vibration, your feelings, whatever. Okay. That's how manifestation works. Thoughts send out the electrical impulse that congeals the energy together. I don't know how that fucking part works. And then your magnetic field draws you to it, or it to you, however that works. Okay. So again, I was in the conception of being the most abundant, capable, everything is working out for me, life's great self. And someone who was looking in that moment to give connected with me because I was on the frequency of receiving, because I was just happy to be alive and happy to be there and excited about the groceries I was getting, you know? But I was also living as my abundant self mentally. And so again, I was sending out the electrical impulses of abundance and gratitude and appreciation and growth and possibility. And my feelings were like, fuck, cool, man. Like they weren't repelling. So I was able to create a magnetic field that drew in abundance. If your SP is, if you think of, and I mean this with love, think about how fucking, oh God, I mean this is going to sound so mean, and I mean this with love, absolute love. Think about how nasty those waters must be if their person is being pushed that far away. How tainted must your waters be that your person is in a different location than you? That's how tainted your magnetic field and your electrical charges are. You're telling a story of over fucking there and not right here. And that's why it's not there. So, I know I've got several videos on commitment. Commitment is about affirmations, because you're saying they live far away from me. How could I get them to commit? Those are not, they're committed to me and they love being with me. They're just not. They're not those things. So why would they equate in you getting them? Why do you think that you can use affirmations like they're moving away? They don't want to see me. How do I make this happen? This isn't working. How do I get them to commit? How do you think that you can use those affirmations to describe a reality where he actually is? Doesn't work like that. If you want a reality where they're actually with you, then you need to use those words, period. There's no other way around it. And that's also with love. I know it probably sounded angry, but I just have a lot of years of frustration built up around questions like that. And that's not your fault. You're here too, and we're working through it. Tiffany, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, just out of curiosity, have you ever coached a blind person before? I feel like I have. I feel like I've had one client that was blind, and I know that's terrible, but if I can't remember, but I've talked to so many people. But honestly, I have clients that have all different walks of life, all different physical abilities and whatever. I mean, it's, like, people that barely speak English, and it's just, I just have to, like, there's no barrier between this. You know what I mean? Like, we're all people, we're all here. And, I've coached people with mental illnesses, if you want to call it that. And, again, physical stuff. It's just, I'm here when you're ready. That's all I can say. And yeah, whatever it is that you want to work on, let's do it. Tim says, bring back making your thoughts your bitch. Yes. Because when did that ever go out of style? I don't think it ever did. Jennifer, I don't know what you're responding to, but you said, I struggle to believe we manifest such horrible things. You manifest everything. Get over it. Get over it and deal with it. Everything you've experienced in your life is a manifestation. It doesn't mean it's your fault. It means that's how Earth works. If you're on Earth, you're manifesting 24/7. You're manifesting everything you experience. Get over it. It's good. You mean this whole time? This whole time it's been me? Thank God. Thank God it was me and not some fucking dude on a cloud deciding when and where I get to fucking have happiness. I don't fucking think so. It is not bad. This is good. And to be like, okay, what did you say? I struggle to believe we manifest such horrible things. You live on Earth. Earth is a fucking giant, I don't know what, soundstage, ball in space. It doesn't really matter, but it is full of near infinite amounts of ideas and resources and opportunity and experiences. Anything that's possible for a human being is possible if you are one. Are you on planet Earth? Then that could happen to you. Get over it. The more you sit there and think it's a fucking problem and, oh my God, I just can't believe we do. And what are you going to do about it from here forward? You're going to keep crying about it and letting it take over and cause all these problems? Or are you going to say, cool, I'm glad that's the reality, because now I can look out for thoughts that describe trauma, pain, horror, fear, anxiety, doubt, worry, insecurity, and tell them to shut the fuck up and refill them with something positive, kind, respectful, uplifting, anything. That's your choice. You have the power now. It's your right from this moment forward. Don't ever say, I'm so sad and I can't believe it. Oh my God, why? No, that is not you in control. That is you laying down and letting anything happen to you. Not in my reality. You guys' spirit guides scare me. I'm just blaming my outbursts on your guys' spirit guides. It could be both. Trish, what's going on here? I see everyone talking to you. Okay. All right. Okay. Go, watch my video about psychics and that kind of stuff. Like, okay. If you're crying about what a psychic said, you don't get it. A psychic is reading your energy. If a psychic says your man's not coming through, it's because you don't fucking think they're coming through. You have doubts. Your psychic isn't pulling doubt out of thin air. They're pulling it out of you. So if they expose your doubt, say thank you and affirm the opposite. Like, stop letting everything around you tell you what's happening for you. Sorry. Today, the energy is big. It's big today. It's big, you guys. Damn. God damn. God damn. God is, I'm not going to speak for God, but someone out there, maybe it's even just me. I'm tired of seeing you guys just fucking crumble in the face of your reality. If you're on a manifestation channel, you have the upper hand to everybody in the entire world. Knowing that what you say creates your world and still refusing to use it to say something better. And that's why I get really fired up. It's just like, damn, y'all, still. When does it change? When do you take control? You know? And it's like, and then you're, well, I'm this, or I'm this person, or I did this thing. It's like, so what? We all have our fucking issues. We all come from somewhere. We all have trauma. We all have toxicity. We all have patterns. We all have doubts, insecurities, worries, fears. We all have them. We've all been through shit. Every single person. So if you're going to use that as a reason why you can't pull yourself out of it, I don't have any sympathy for you. I don't. I've got clients with OCD, PTSD, potentially blind clients, and I feel fucking terrible that I'm like, because I don't know, everybody's all one, but you know, I've talked to so many different people that have, I'm just going to use the word ailment. I'm just going to use the word ailments as a blanket term to just say there's people out there that have ailments that from the outside perspective may seem insurmountable that are over here manifesting. So I don't have any sympathy for you with love. I mean, I do, but you know what I mean? At the same, I'm like, I don't, because you're not exempt. It doesn't apply to everybody but you. It's because you keep saying that shit's not working out for you that it doesn't. And there's no way around it. You're worried about what's not working. You're worried that it's not going to come true. You're not staying on top of your thoughts. You're not sending the doubts away, processing your emotions in a productive way. And it shows. The universe knows. If I can see it off of one fucking comment, think about that. If I can see it off of one comment, imagine what the universe is looking at. Imagine the lens that you are putting up to the universe's eye every fucking moment of your life. If I can get it off of one sentence, that's why you don't have your shit. Because all you do is talk about what's not working. With love, you guys, I'm like, you know, maybe not everybody in the world's going to scream at you like this, but I will. And it's because I know you can do it. You know, if I didn't, I wouldn't bother. I just wouldn't be here. I'd be not screaming into my fucking laptop. DJ Sick Tunes says it works. I'm representing that to the fullest. I appreciate you. Visaya says, I wonder why some people are able to easily manifest and others it's hard. That's not true. It's easy to manifest for every single person. It's just that the people who you think it's hard to manifest for, they will not stop talking about how life is hard for them and it's not working out. It has nothing to do with how easy it is to manifest. It's that they will not stop talking about what doesn't work for them. That's the only reason. A mirror does not choose. Do you think the mirror chooses who's beautiful? Do you think the mirror chooses who's going to reflect beauty onto somebody? Okay, I'm going to reflect thin. I'm going to reflect pretty, and I'm going to reflect ugly, fat, and worthless to you. Ha 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 ha. I'm a mirror. Fuck me. Are you kidding me? It's not the mirror's fault. It's yours. Respectfully and with love. Again. Joshua in India. Hello, Joshua in India. Thank you. Thanks to everybody for letting me yell at you guys. I'm on one today. I don't know. Rebecca says our spirit guides will never yell at us. That's why we need Roxy. The spirit guides whisper, but their energy is thick. Dina says, burn the old story and never speak about it again. It's true. It's true. And like, I scream at you because I scream at myself, you know, like I have to do this for myself too. I have to hold myself accountable, and I do hold myself accountable. Some days I hold myself accountable better than others, and people buy my fucking groceries those days. Some days I don't hold myself accountable as much, and it's a neutral day, and that's fine. But if I want to grow, and if I want to expand, and if I want to transcend where I've been, I have to be different than I've been. There's no other way around it. And your old worries, doubts, and insecurities are not going to get you what you want. If they could, you wouldn't be on this chat right now asking these questions. If what you're doing now could manifest the relationship you want, you wouldn't be here. So it's got to change. Elise says, loving this vibe. Thanks, Elise. I appreciate it because I'm screaming. Doggy G, hello. Okay. Mario, or is this Mario? Yeah, I don't know what Mario you're saying. I'm seeing you're saying you're getting attacked left and right. Keep affirming that. Keep getting attacked. Every time you say you're getting attacked, you have just created okay. How do I say this? Your sentences, whether you're thinking them or speaking them aloud, at every moment of every day, from the moment you were born to the moment you die, and then probably beyond that, because we're essentially creators and we're made in the creator's image. So I don't know why the manifesting would stop when you get off of fucking earth. But while you're here, for sure, you will be manifesting every moment of your life with the sentences and the words that are in your mind and the ones that come out of your mouth, okay? So if you say you are getting attacked left and right, then what you have just done is not just described what you've experienced in the past. You have now set up yourself an appointment to be attacked tomorrow, essentially. I don't even want to fucking say it, honestly. You already know what the sentence was. I already said it out loud. If you were to say that one more time, now you have another attack coming. You're just racking him up. So you got to stop saying that shit. It's you. If you are attackable, and if you keep saying you're attacked, people have to attack you. Again, just to use the thing that happened to me last night. I was saying I was abundant and grateful. The world had to show me abundance and gratitude. It had to. It didn't have a fucking choice. That woman went to that store to find me. Actually, she said she was paying for my husband's groceries, but still, he was with me. She went into that store to find us and pay for our groceries, period. And that's what happened. And it was because I spent the whole weekend, and who knows, doesn't matter, feeling abundant, being abundant, and not doubting myself. And if I were to start doubting, I pay so much attention that I can tell when the doubting starts, because it doesn't feel like fuck yeah. You want to know when the doubt starts? It starts the moment you're not feeling fuck yeah anymore. Pay attention, awareness, and discipline. I say it every time. It's always that. Oh my God. Can we talk about something that's not going to make me yell? I don't want to yell right now. I feel very vulnerable. I don't want to keep yelling at everybody. Okay. Did I get the super chats? It's not that I don't want to answer your super chats, guys. It's just that again, I'm a person too, so I have to go through my own filter and my own things that I'm dealing with, and sometimes I'm just not I just don't want to. I don't want to go there. It's just such a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. That's not right. That's not true. That's not true. Fuck. If you're here to hear it, you're here to hear it. Leanne. Let's start really making a tally, because that questions like that about why aren't they here yet? How do I make it here? Those questions get me. So can we just start let's at least keep I know you're already keeping track, but maybe that question specifically will know ooh, maybe we should organize the list not just according to timestamp, but then according to every time I answer this question, boom, 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 boom. We'll talk later, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. Yes, Brennan's like, let's get talking about money. Thank you. Okay. Magician's Alchemist says, facts confirmation. Oprah just said that her mantra is everything is working out for me. And that's motherfucking Oprah. Okay. She knows what's up. She's done it. Pisias, you affirm that you are wealthy. And now I want you to live like that. Because wealthy people, they don't think about, they're not, counting pennies, and they're not thinking about how things are going to get paid. And they're not even probably affirming that they're wealthy. It's the absence of the doubts that differentiates them. And that's the same thing with an SP, okay? Because I want to talk to people about something. I tell this to my clients, but like every single person has their hangups. Everybody has their patterns. Everybody has their limiting beliefs that get in the way. Some people are like okay, and actually somebody asked this question. I think it was Visayas. At least let's talk about SP. Some people, and Tim, I see you. Let's get to that in just a minute. Some people like that, manifesting love is so easy for them. How come it's so easy for other people and not for me? And then there's people who it's like, oh, I don't never worry about money. I always have money. I'm never worried about it. Like it's always there. I had a client this weekend, and I'm not gonna say any names, but I loved the way she said it, and I've been tumbling it around in my head because just the way she said it was so effortless. She's like, I could go to Sephora right now and just drop like $400 if I wanted to, and it wouldn't even matter. And just the way she said it, because like I know if you're a makeup person, we all know what Sephora does to us, right? So it was just like I was like, oh fuck yeah, I like that. And then I started saying, but I was saying like 4,000 or like 5,000 because that's why not? But I just loved the way that she just said it so effortlessly, and I've just been like tumbling it around in my head all weekend. But really, just if I want to take myself to the next level, then I have to take myself to the next level mentally. It's that's the only way to get there. So I don't remember what I was talking about, but okay. Something about Oprah. Rachel T says, be Oprah. That's right. Be Oprah. Okay. Tim Wagner says, homework. Manifest testimonials from it. I love hearing people's success. Okay. So yeah. So let's talk about our homework. Last week's homework was, I just wanted you to meditate on the Holy Trinity of you, right? Like the me self, the who I am that I call the me. Then there's the inner child, or the little Roxy, the little person within me, that the child that experienced life, that is, like the big me is just like her with a bunch of shells around it, right? So just like her with experience. And that's like housed within like Russian dolls. And then outside of this me is my higher self, greater version, larger version. And we're all like contained within the same. Obviously we're all one, but just kind of thinking about how the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, all that idea of me, my inner child, my greater higher self as one, and just what happened when you meditated on that. That's what I wanted to ask everybody for their homework. Tiffany, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. And I appreciate your generosity. Says, I understand. I decided that this year is my year, and I'm done getting bitch slapped by the 3D. I decided to take control of my thoughts, and I'm seeing movement with my manifestations because of it. Okay, cool. And you know what's like I'm with you. I love it. Like if I would turn anything else here, I would just like turn that bitch slap like, oh, you thought you were slapping me? I'll slap the shit out of you back. Like that's what I would just like turn around and slap the shit out of that motherfucker like twice as hard. That's just how I would. That says a lot about me, but anywho, don't fucking slap me in the face unless you want to get slapped in the face real hard, because that's what's gonna happen. But anyways, like I would just turn that affirmation into your bitch slapping 3D reality, because I wouldn't even fucking say that shit. No one's fucking bitch slapping me, period. You know what I mean? But I got my boundaries, and that's where they start. Like I don't fucking think so. Not without a fight. You could try. But my point is, fuck that. Bitch slap this bitch back. a couple times if you need to. And yes, you are taking control of your thoughts. You are seeing movement. It is because of that. It is because of your dedication. Affirm it, stand in it, be proud of it. You're worthy of this. You are, as weird as it sounds, you are worth bitch slapping your 3D reality. Fuck them. Fuck it. Fuck all of it. Who cares? You know what I mean? It is what you say it is. So if you're in control, then you're in control. And what in control looks like in the 3D reality is that, like, I don't care what thoughts come through my head, I am not going to entertain them. I don't care if I just had a high and my natural instinct is to start wondering when the low is going to come back in. I'm not going to let that thought take over. If I hear her knocking at the door, I'm not letting her in. Why would I do that? I'm learning, you know? So definitely awareness and discipline, always staying on top, listening to yourself. As soon as that fuck yeah starts to fade, be careful, because what is it going to get replaced with? Doubt, worry, insecurity. Time, when, how come, why isn't it? Lack. That's what it is. It's lack, right? So just blacklit chick. I love it. I can tell we're the same wavelength. She's like, definitely adding the Sephora affirmation to my lexicon. Exactly. As soon as I heard that, I was like, ooh, I like that. So Tiffany, proud of you. You're doing it. Affirm it. You already did. You solidified it. You're sending out abundance into the universe. You're receiving gratitude and appreciation. The universe is going to mirror this back to you. And if it needs to get bitch slapped, then slap that motherfucker. I hate to say it, but seriously, like, don't let it slap you around. If that's the alternative, it's either me or you. Sorry, you. I'm choosing me every fucking time. Sorry. And I'm doing it with love. Get the fuck out of here before I slap you. I'm not saying choose violence. I'm just saying, though, respond accordingly. I'm not saying choose violence. I'm saying do what you got to do when the time comes. You survive how you survive, and you get through it how you get through it, and no judgies, okay? Fudge. Visaya says, I'm dedicated to being perfect. And how can we take this a step further? And you being perfect allows you to be flexible in that. Like, don't let perfection be like a death sentence and something tight and something. Visayas, when's your birthday? Visayas, are you a 4? Hold on. Tell me when your birthday is. Because if you're setting goals that are too high for yourself, you're going to sabotage because they seem out of reach. So, like, oh, I can't achieve that anyway, so I'm not even going to fucking try, kind of a thing. Okay, Panda Bear, thank you so much for the super chat, says, Roxy, any thoughts on enhancing manifesting with the power of scent? Oh, I like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because scent is one of our senses that is like the strongest connection to our memory cells or whatever. I don't know exactly the science behind it, but I know that smell triggers memories more than any of our 5 senses do. I mean, okay, maybe I don't know that. I've heard that before. And for what I'm about to say, we're just going to assume that's true. But, if you're using the power of scent and it is triggering you, like taking you somewhere, control where it takes you is all I'm saying. Like, earlier I talked about how you're always manifesting. You've been manifesting your whole life. You never couldn't. We're all actually incredibly fucking good at manifesting. So that's why the question of how come some people are good at manifesting and others aren't is not real or valid, because that does not compute. You can't be on planet Earth and not be an expert manifester. You have to manifest in order to stay here. So, or that's just part of the deal. Like just like you have to breathe air to be here, you have to manifest to be here. There's no other way around it. You can't not. You could try for a few minutes and then you'd be dead. And then God knows what, you probably come back and try to do it again. So if the body naturally links sense to memories, and when you think of a memory, you are literally creating your future. And that's why when you think of a forward memory, the future, you're making a new future for yourself. Or if you think of a backward memory, your past, you're recreating what you've already experienced. So this is why dwelling in your past does not help you transcend. It just gives you more of what you've already experienced. So use that scent. If the body is going to take you to a memory naturally, then choose which memory you go to. And then, I think that that's actually a really cool idea to use the power of scent to, ooh, hold on. You're unlocking something for me too, because this weekend, my husband, I don't know if it was this weekend, but it was one of these days that I'm like, I've been really trying to like be super conscious. Like I noticed I was not being as conscious of a manifester as I thought I was. I was just more of like consciously on autopilot. Like I graduated to a higher grade, but then I like let myself settle in there instead of staying hungry, right? And staying on top of it shit, which is okay. It's fine to do that because I am comfortable and I do like my life and that's totally fine. But now I realize that I want to transcend and it takes my a dedicated attention and focus every single day. So the other day, I think I was reacting or I was stressed out or something, which I'm really working on not being that person. And my husband just randomly burned I think he was burning Palo Santo. And it wasn't like I didn't burn it. I didn't set any intentions about it. I didn't do any rituals about it, but just the scent of it made me like dropped a lot of my stress just because I ritualized using Palo Santo so many different times to like calm myself down that just smelling it brought me to that place of being like, oh yeah, actually Palo Santo is calming. It reminded me that Palo Santo is calming. So I only reason I'm telling you that is because I just had a real life experience with that, I would say. And fuck yeah, that's a great idea. And definitely I always tell people like you're already doing it. So use what you're doing like a superpower, like if you're already manifesting expertly all day long, you don't need to manifest. You need to control what you manifest. And your manifestations come from your thoughts. Like Joe Dispenza said, it's an electrical charge, the electrical charge that your thoughts produce that selects the realities that you embody. So control the electrical charge by controlling the perception going on within there. Okay. I think I just saw another one come through. Did I? Super chat. Alicia, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Says, hi, last night SP told me he thinks of me as a friend and that's all our relationship will ever be. At first I was upset. And then I realized last year when I asked him about our relationship, he said it's to be determined. Now I see its progress. There you go. Okay. Fuck yeah, dude. I love, oh my God, Alicia. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for not making me read a sentence about going to Butttown. I was really worried for a minute there where it was going to be. And I'm just really proud of you. And I really want to just put some recognition, put your attention on the fact that you said, fuck you, reality. I don't care what you think. And in fact, I see how this is actually a progression from where I was last year. So actually, this is fucking great. Alicia, you are doing it right. I'm proud of you. That's amazing. Everybody take note. Please look at what Alicia said. I'm going to read it again. Last night, SP told me he thinks of me as a friend, and that's all our relationship will ever be. Let's use that as data. Cool. Again, you looked at that and said, I'm moving the needle forward. I am so proud of you for that. Like, seriously, so proud of you for that. That is exactly how it works. It doesn't matter what the 3D says. Ooh, I'm moving the needle forward. In this case, you actually are, but you could have had no conversation and been like, oh, I'm moving the needle forward, but it doesn't matter. Your 3D reality showed you that it's responding to you, and you took that with pride and appreciation and gratitude and fuck, dude, yes. Another one, because that's just amazing. Really, really amazing for you. And just erase, do the revision. I put out last week's episode on the podcast was about revision. So go into the revision mode. Or, you don't even have to revise that because you've handled it expertly, I think. So you can either revise that and be like, haha, nice try, or which you might have already done, or leave it be and just be like, damn, this is really progressing amazingly, and just move forward knowing that you have the evidence. It is happening. You don't need evidence, but you actually have it, which is great. So that gives you more confidence in your ability, but just keep doing that. What you just did right there is this is how it works. Okay. You did it. I'm proud of you. Keep doing that. Besides, says I quit watching the news years ago and unfollowed a lot of toxic subreddits. Okay, I'm so glad you brought up Reddit because I've been waiting to talk about, is anybody watching Yellow Jackets? Oh my God. I had to join Reddit because of it. I literally joined Reddit so I could be on the Yellow Jackets subreddit. This is not manifestation related. Part of me really wants to have like a podcast or a show where I like review shows and stuff because I really love my stories. I love shows. Trixie Mattel says that like, you know, high functioning, like highly like overactive thinkers have to like zone out. Like she was talking about how like you just turn on the TV and just zone out and like you can't move. I'm like that too. Sometimes my brain is like constantly racing all the time. So I need like, sometimes I need that escape from the shows. I'm explaining television. I know you guys get it, but is anybody watching Yellow Jackets? And I wish I knew somebody that was like into shows as much as I am. And, like sometimes I want to do a podcast about stuff like that. It's not manifestation related though. Or, you know, or YouTube shows or whatever, like review shows. Cause then I'm like, as soon as the episode's over, I'm like on all the reviews, on all the boards. Okay. All right. God, Yellow Jackets, you guys. I don't want to give any spoilers away. It is so good. It's such a good show. So good. So good. So good. So good. Oh my God. Dina, what did you say about bees? No, there's no bees in it at all. Okay, so it's called Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets is the name of a team mascot. It's about a soccer team of like high school girls that get into a plane crash and get stranded in the wilderness for almost 2 years. And then like the show's about like who they are when they get older. Juliette Lewis is in it, Christina Ricci. It is so good. Oh my God. Like I'm literally like anybody that's on the subreddit is obsessed. Like it is that fucking good. I'm like turning rabid. Just thinking like I am okay. SS, thank you. Says Misty is my favorite. I love Misty. I love Natalie too. But oh my God, it's such a good show. I just want to talk about Yellow Jackets. I only have like one friend that's watching it. Wait, Allie Armitage, is that a yellow jacket in your icon? Where can you watch it? It's on Showtime, but if you have Amazon, the Amazon app, you can get Showtime for like, I think it's like 99 cents for 2 months before they charge you like $10.99. So you get like a 2-month trial for 99 cents. So you could like, I watched all of it and well, when there was only 6 episodes, I watched it all in one night. It's like, you can't not. And there's 1 episode left. Oh my God. It's so fucking good. It's the best show ever. And now I'm like trying to fill the void, like trying to find other things that match it. And nothing is as good. Like Dexter's already over. Fucking Dexter kind of pissed me off. I know everyone's like, I want to talk about manifesting. I'm like, I want to talk about shows. It's okay. That's okay. Okay. Sevda says, I love your reviews. Your personality is so rad. You're very kind. Thank you, Sevda. I would love to do some reviews too. Okay. Subliminal playlist says manifesting acting with a certain actress. Nice. I love it. Naomi says, please do show reviews, please. I want to do them with somebody though. Like, I don't like it gets boring just sitting here and talking to my camera by myself. Like, I love fucking like riffing off with people. Dina, is it as good as Squid Game? Yes. And if I hadn't already watched Squid Game, then I mean, yeah. No, yes, 100%. It is so fucking good. It's like I mean, it's not like Squid Game in any way except for the fact that it's, like, compelling and fucked up in the same way where you're just like, you have to see what happens next. Yeah, it's like that, yeah. Um, did I see Handmaid's Tale? I did. I watched, like, the first 2 seasons, and then it just started to get a little too real, and I'm like, "Ew, I don't know if I can watch this anymore." You know what I mean? It's just it's so, like it's like that shit could actually happen. So, it just got a little too real, I don't know, for me. Oh my god, yeah, I wanna talk about shows so bad sometimes. It's like, that's all I wanna talk about. Cutie Pie, you're late, you missed it. What are we talking about? We're talking about Yellow Jackets. Okay. Tim says, "I forgot about the new Dexter." Yeah, it's the season finale just happened this weekend, so you can watch the whole thing. Dina, you're gonna watch Yellow Jackets. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so I have someone else to talk to about it. Because my mom doesn't have Showtime. One of my other best friends doesn't like gory stuff. It's not super gory, but it has its moments. I'm like, somebody watch it with me, please. Oh, SSS, everyone on the subreddit suggesting the Wilds. Oh yeah, I wanted to wait till after Yellow Jackets was over because I saw some people saying that they mixed up the Wilds and Yellow Jackets in their mind because the juxtaposition was similar. Okay, anyways, all right. Talk about manifesting again. Now that I've chased 20 people off the chat. Okay. Valerie, how are you? How are you doing? Tell us any updates you have from your manifestations. Hera, your mother-in-law is watching it, said it might be too dark for me. No, it's not that dark. Just watch it. Okay. Leanne says, luckily I get to put it on HGTV, which isn't that bad. HGTV is really nice for, keeping your thoughts. It's good for keeping the environment in your mind pure as long as you're not looking at it and being like, how can they afford that house? You know that meme? It's like, hi, I'm a fucking school teacher who collects colored pencils, and my husband makes fucking birdhouses out of popsicle sticks. Our budget for a house is $2.5 million. SS, I love you. So Roxy's helping us manifest quality entertainment, guys. Embrace it. Yas. Ooh, Eileen Farrell says, I am unblocked. Life is good. Okay, Eileen, but I'm going to call you out here. First off, I'm proud of you for getting unblocked, but life was good before you got unblocked. And I need you to see that, and I need you to affirm that no matter what your blocked status is, okay? Linda says, I was manifesting to find a good show. Well, you came to the right place. Please watch Yellow Jackets so we can talk about it. But by next Monday, the season finale will be out, so I'm going to be a changed woman. They better give us some fucking resolution. Okay. Isosa says, my first time here, please tell me what's going on here. Thank you. We're answering. This is a live stream chat on a manifestation channel. However, sometimes I like to talk about things that are not manifestation related, like the show that I'm watching right now that I'm obsessed with, which we've been talking for about 5 minutes about, but we can go back to manifestation chat. Danielle says, dude, who isn't thinking that about every couple? What? Thinking what about every couple? What does it air on? It's on Showtime. But it's in the it's on Amazon though. So if you like, you know how you can subscribe to like channels within Amazon? If you subscribe to Showtime, you get like the first 2 months for 99 cents before they charge you. It's like $10.99 for the channel. So I mean, just watch the fucking show and then cancel it if you want. It's worth 99 cents for sure. And there's just one more week left till the season finale is out. So you can definitely get it all done in one go here soon. I'm going to rewatch all of it. I don't know if I'm going to watch it before the season finale. I should watch it all before the Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. All right. Oh, how the fuck can they afford that house, Danielle? Exactly. But if you're watching HGV TV and you're thinking, how the fuck can they afford that house? You are manifesting to stay not abundant. You know, it's like that's when you have to be careful with watching whatever content that you're watching, because your thoughts about it in the moment are manifesting your reality. Leanne, I love you, says we've got time for a few more super chats. Thanks, Leanne. Aisha says, is Yellow Jackets 30 Days of Alignment friendly? Okay, I'll be real with you. It's definitely like, it's like a fucked up show. It's like fucked up people doing fucked up shit. And then it like bounces back and forth between past and present. And then they have like incredible actors playing like young versions and older versions of people. So it's just a really, like, the story is compelling. The show is really well done. The acting is really good. And it's got like really funny moments. That being said, I mean, it is about people doing fucked up shit. So like, you know, watch a Disney movie afterwards or something. It's not, hold on, let me back. It's not like scary, and it's not even like bad. It's more like, it's just for women being dumb bitches basically. But, you know, like it's the kind of thing, I will say, it gets stuck in you. For me, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since I watched the first episode. Like, I'm like obsessed with it. So in that way, I guess like it sticks with you, but I'm not like, it's not like I don't know how, it's not like a detrimental show. Like, I still am manifesting just fine with, even though I watched it. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. Tim, are you laughing about Natalie from the show? The scene of Misty and Natalie in the hotel room. Royal Rizzo says, if you like dark shows, I recommend Killing Eve and Castle Rock. Okay, I've heard about Killing Eve. I keep hearing that, so I'll check that out. And Castle Rock. I think I watched the first season of Castle Rock. Or maybe I watched like 9 of 10 episodes or something. Allie, thank you so much for the love about my dog Leo. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been sad, but it is life. You know, he was 14. He had a really good life. And he's still with me, so nothing I can do except move forward. SS says, yes, it takes over your brain because you just want to know the rest of the story. Yeah, they really set it up to be compelling. Like, they really set it up to where you're like, you just want to know what the hell is going on. It's really good. And then I ended up watching Cruel Summer in between. I thought like the episode was going to come out on Friday, and it didn't. So I watched like all of Cruel Summer in one day because I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. Okay. So The Walking Dead, I don't want to give anything away from that, but I stopped watching The Walking Dead after one specific death that they did. After they killed this one character, I was like, fuck this show. I'm never watching it again. And I haven't. So anyways, okay. All right. I know everyone there are people in the chat that want to hear about shows, but I see the chat number going down as I've been talking about it. But that's okay. Okay. S Stone, thank you so much for the super chat, says, is it true that your manifestation will never miss you, only be delayed until you have steady knowing? Or can a person totally blow it forever? Isn't it never misses you the same as circumstances don't matter? Isn't it never misses you the same as circumstances don't matter? Yes, it's still live, Bran. Okay. Is it true that your manifestation will never miss you, only be delayed until you steady knowing? Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. Near infinite versions of reality, near infinite versions of you, near infinite versions of your SP or whatever it is, the person that you're talking about, near infinite versions of like anything that you can think of is already in existence now. Much like a game board, like the game of Monopoly, every space on that game is just as equally valid and easy to get to as any other space. The game board has been in production for years, has nothing to do with me. If I were to open up that game and play the game Monopoly, I would be playing on something that was already created, moving through the space of the game. That is exactly what's happening with planet Earth. The reality where you have what you want and the reality where you did blow it forever are just like spaces on a game board, and they're just as easy and just as valid to get to. The way you roll the dice in order to get there is by thinking thoughts that match up to that reality. And if you're not there, then just know that whatever thoughts you're thinking, that's the reality you're matching up to, and that's why you're getting it. Your thoughts match your reality. And actually, no, what I want to say is your reality matches your thoughts, because it's in that order. The thoughts come first, and then your reality matches it. So the manifestation doesn't miss you because it's infinite and it exists in perpetuality, and everything is always and always will be, and there is no beginning or end. There just isness. So to think that it misses you would be to say that there's lack, and there isn't lack, and your energy is everything, right? So it's like, when you really think about what the place that we're in and what this place actually is, there's just no way for your manifestation to miss you, because you aren't separate from it. You are it. But it's matching up the thoughts in this incarnation to the thoughts of that version of you, so that you can move your physical space to experience, so you can move your game piece to that game. This is you moving your game piece onto Boardwalk Avenue or whatever, right? Like, getting your thoughts aligned is how you move to the game board space that you want to be on, and not just rolling the dice and getting whatever chance gives you. And which another Monopoly reference. So that's exactly, yeah. So it's the same reason it never misses you is the same why circumstances don't matter, because it's infinite in perpetuality now. What do you mean miss you? You know, what do you mean a circumstance? Like, just, it's all, it's all everything. So okay. Motherfucker. Okay. Oh, it is 333. Thanks, Kayla Pop-Tart. You're in the West Coast, or you're at least on the Pacific time zone. Or you could be 12 hours ahead of me. Okay. Amy LeBlanc says, wow, I was actually just wondering about blowing it forever. We're all connected. Okay, so we talked about we talked about the homework, and then I didn't actually ask you. I didn't actually see if anybody actually, what their experiences were from doing the homework from last week, which was meditating on your own holy trinity, the inner you, the you that you identify with, and your higher self, all as one being. I want to hear about your experiences. I know we talked about it earlier, and I didn't actually get to it. So if you wouldn't mind retyping in the chat, I appreciate it, so that we can talk about how we did from last week's homework. Oh, Killepop, you're in Huntington Beach, HB, Huntington. Nice. Okay, I just saw someone else, Jacqueline. He says, hi, I'm new here. This is my first time. I went to see the trailer for the show that you mentioned, and it looks good. I will watch it. Okay, Jacqueline, let me know how you like it, because it's really good. And you're from California, and one of the main characters' name is Jackie. So, not that you would resonate with Jackie, because my cousin that passed away, who was like my sister, her name was Jacqueline. Also, actually, Jacqueline, I have your name tattooed on my hand. I don't know if you come on. If you came into this chat expecting, wait, son of a gun, show it. How do I do this? Show it. There, Jacqueline, I have your name tattooed on my hand. But my cousin, she was like my sister, Jacqueline, she hated the name Jackie. Like, no one ever called her Jackie ever. So it's kind of funny. And actually, I think that the fucking girl on the show, her last name is the same as my cousin's last name. Now that I think about it, I just realized her married name, not her maiden name, but that's my cousin's name. Strangely enough. Anyways, so okay. So welcome, Jacqueline. You're in California as well. What part of California? Killer Pop Tarts in Huntington Beach. Killer Pop Tart, are you vegan? Have you been to Vegan Nirvana? They have the best vegan chicken strips I've ever had in my vegan life. And my meat eating life too. Okay. Tommy, I love it, says, I'm at the point where I have no fear of missing the boat. Yeah, because you're the only passenger. If the boat left without you, who the fuck are they taking anywhere and where are they going? Sunflower, what do I think about body shaming? It sucks. It's terrible. And I really hate when we do it to ourselves. Because I feel like most of us, the most shaming we get is from ourselves. You know, like honestly, no one person has ever insulted me more than I've insulted myself, right? And if they had, like, fuck you. Like, you're a shit person. If you could amount to the amount of insults I've thrown at myself, that's fucked up. But I think that's the same for everybody, right? Like, Southgate. That's in LA, right? LA area? Okay, Sevda says, okay. Sevda says, I did plenty of soul retrieval during my meditation, which helped me to blossom up more self-awareness. Nice. I love that. Okay, soul retrieval. Can you tell me more about this? Like, what was your experience like? Oh, Leanne says, Tommy has a great story about the homework. Okay, Tommy, I want to hear it. Thank you. Pumpkin Spice, hi. Closer to Downey. You know, I really don't know. I don't. I think that's LA though, right? Like, I actually don't know like the LA area very well. I know where I live and like Hollywood and some of the other things. But I think that you're somewhere in LA, right? Okay. Visaya says, I need to try Soul Revival. Yeah, I want to really hear about Sebda's experience with Soul Revival. I want to hear what that's about and like kind of talk us through what that was like for you. Aisha says, what does embodying the state mean to you? Okay. Okay. It's about mentally getting yourself to the place where you're like, okay, I realize that the 3D reality is not, maybe hasn't caught up yet, which is fine. It has nothing to do with my manifestations that are coming down the line. It has nothing to do with the thoughts I'm sending out right now. And so we're fine. I don't care what has manifested up until this point because I'm still manifesting right now. What the fuck do I care what has happened up until now? Thank you. I appreciate it. Moving forward. So it's about choosing who you want to be, what version of you that you're trying to embody. And then, you know, obviously they say, get into the feeling of it, get in the feeling state of it, feel what it's really like, visualize happening. That's great. And that's 100% part of it. But I also think the biggest part that we miss is that you at your best or your most ideal self or your most abundant or your most happiest, the thing that separates you from that person is not that like they're overly affirming their reality. It's that they're not entertaining the lack and the doubt and the worry. And that's what separates it. It's not necessarily about, you know, the insertion of positive thoughts. It's more about the absence of the negative ones in my personal observation as a coach. Like, you know, it's when you think about, like, for example, when I was talking earlier, how some people, they have no issue getting in a relationship. They have no issue. Like, they know that relationships are going to be great. They know they have no relation. Everything's fine. Oh Lord. Why does this chat help me stay on track so well? Okay. Oh yeah, embodying the state. Oh right. So like, people that don't have an issue getting with relationships or getting into a relationship, and then I also mentioned on the same hand people that don't have an issue with money. So the thing that they have in common is not that they're so overly consuming themselves with thoughts of abundance and having love. It's that they're not overly consuming themselves with the thoughts of not having it, okay? And I know this because I am somebody that doesn't have relationship problems. If I ended up having to be single, I'd be okay. And I would get into a great relationship whenever the fuck I wanted to, and that would not be a problem. Whereas like money, my money story, that's something that I'm actively working on every day, because if I don't, my natural state may be to doubt, worry, fear, and wonder where things are at, right? And like to come up with solutions and try to do things and try to like, take action in ways, whatever, just trying to do versus being without worrying or doubting. And there's a distinct difference in those who it comes easy to. It's not because they're affirming it comes easy to them, it's because they're not affirming the opposite. Okay. Ooh, Tiffany, I like what you said. Could that be a podcast episode? So many people, myself included, have been guilty of self-shaming and self-abuse, yet we tend to only recognize when other people project onto us, not when we do it to ourselves. I love that. Leanne, do you mind? Can you copy and paste like exactly what Tiffany said? Just so I have the perspective that she's saying when you send me the podcast suggestions, please. Tommy Jazz says, okay, well, me, and my toddler self were both sat cross-legged. The Greek god me stood 100 times our size. We were floating at neck height. Ooh, I love it! Oh, Tommy, I love the visual because you gave me exactly what I was trying to describe yesterday. As we were in my vision, we were connected at the foot. I love that. Oh my God. Hold on. Because is this chakra related? Mine root related, because I will say at the time what I was dealing with from my therapy that week that I did, this was last week. In therapy, I was dealing with my root sense of safety, security, and belonging. That's what my my lovely therapist helped me pinpoint last week. And so that's what she wanted me to she was like, it sounds like you have a root in your root chakra, a root issue with the safety and security. I was telling you guys like how I got lost when I was like 3, right? Which I didn't realize had made such a huge impact on me. Obviously, it did. It was extremely traumatizing. But in my visual, I was connected at the root with my inner child, myself, and my largest self, my bigger, highest self. And Tommy, what you just described was being connected at the throat chakra. So where is communication at for you? What's that about? Speaking your mind, speaking your truth, being honest, being open. Fucking love that. I'm so glad I asked you guys to do this, because that's exactly what I was looking for. Like, I want to know what you guys see when you have yours, because, oh, there's more. Shit. Okay, he said there's more. Look up. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Where are we at? Did I miss everything else? Oh, but the point, I felt a completely pure aura. Tommy. Wait, did I miss the beginning? Oh, I must have missed more of the beginning. Okay. Let me scroll up. Okay. I wish there was a way to like filter the chat so I could see just chats by like people, by like certain people. If I want to look, is that a thing? YouTube, make that a thing. Okay, my Holy Trinity meditation consisted of me, my toddler self, and a giant golden luminous Greek god statue of myself. We stood in a triangle and I felt so connected to myself. The energy was high. Yes, I'm so glad you did this meditation. Okay. I think I got it all. Did I get it all? Did anybody else do the homework? Naomi, do I use crystals? I do. Crime Fix says no SP chat today. Sometimes I just can't handle it. I get so over the fucking SP chat because everybody wants to focus on SP and not focus on themselves. I'm just like, I'm not going to further assist you in avoiding the fucking problem. Tim agrees. Yeah, let's tell YouTube that they need to be able to like search. KCJ says, "Wait, what? Really?" No, it's just that sometimes the SP chat triggers me because I've been answering the same questions for 2 years straight, and sometimes it feels like, for the love of God, just do the fucking thing I already said 3,000 times, and that's what I want to say. But if someone pays me a super chat, then I feel obligated to answer it with love. Like, I know that probably sounds bitchy. I don't mean it to be. It's just like, I want to help you transcend so far beyond your fucking stupid SP. Like, get over it. There's so much love and abundance waiting for you if you drop the bullshit SP story. And I know it because I had one myself and it worked for me. Ooh, Coupon manifested a proposal. Nice. Tommy, and you're a 7. Okay, I'll remember that one when we have our session. So Tommy, for you, okay, we've talked already about your art and your passion and things like that. When you're a 7, the thing about 7s is that, and this is for anybody, if you were born on the 7th of the month, the 16th, or the 25th, I'm talking to you. If you are a 7, if your birthday is on the 7th of the month, the 16th, or the 25th, your tendency is going to be very much in your head. You're like consumed with your thoughts, always spiraling, always thinking, always up here trying to analyze, over analyzing. 7s need to have a spiritual outlet and connection. Actually, let me say that again. 7s need to have a spiritual connection and a creative outlet. You have to do that if you were a 7 personality, again, born on the 7th, 16th, or the 25th, you must keep your spiritual connection every day and do your creative outlet, or you're going to get overtaken by your thoughts, okay? That's your nature. So anybody that has that day, just know that part of your deal is going to be being in your head, and the way that you get out of it is to connect spiritually and to do the thing that gives you that creative drive, that passion, your art, whatever it is that is fulfilling to you. You have to do that like every day. And I'm actually putting together a new guide for the numerology stuff. So we'll have that out to you. Tommy says to the T. Yes, that's your 7, man. The numbers are crazy. Dina says, yes, I'm a 7 and doing this is changing my life, being creative. And because Dina, you and Tommy, you guys you're so artistic. You're like me. Like, we are walking art. You can't deny when you're like an artist and it's everything in you and about you, you can't deny it because it just eats away at your soul. So, you have to do those creative things every day or you just don't feel right. You don't feel like yourself. And then you just get stuck in the whys and the how comes and all the noise. So again, if you're a 7, you are, I don't want to say more susceptible. I'm just saying that's your thing. Like, you're going to be susceptible to the fucking noise in your head, the doubts, insecurities, and worries. That's your deal. It's your journey in life to overcome it. That's why you came on the 7th. That's why you came with that number, is because you're supposed to quiet that with creativity and spiritual connection. Brandon, are you a 7? I see you like agreeing with what I'm talking about. KCJ says, I'm confident with manifesting SPs. It's just a -17. He has bipolar and his parents refuse to get him the help that he needs, and his episodes fuck our relationship. Okay, I can see that totally. So what you need to do is, I'm confident about manifesting with SPs. The current one, he's 17, which is okay. He's figuring everything out. He is on a journey to getting his mental health even keeled and on track. And thank God his parents are supporting him in that journey and helping him get whatever help he needs. You have to affirm the opposite for them, okay? Hassan, how can we hear more about the 8 life path number? So it's not life path. Just to be clear, this isn't life path number. This is not the your birthday numbers all added up. This is the day of the month you came to the planet. I'm an 8 because I was born on November 8th. Life path number, I'm a 4 because my birthday numbers all add up to and combine down to 4. But I'm not talking about life path number. I'm talking about the personality number, the number of your birthday. The day you were born is the number that I'm talking about here. When you combine these two numbers, you get obviously a bigger, grander picture at your purpose here on planet Earth. When I talk about this birthday number, this is so I can help you figure out your patterns and your hangups and what you need to do to transcend the bullshit that you get yourself stuck in. And I'm going to be putting together a new, Brandon, you're a 7. Okay, February 7th. Oh, your birthday's coming up. Okay. So, Amy, you were born in July. It doesn't matter what month. It's the day. It's the number of the day. It's a portal. You chose to come through on that specific day. So like your birth chart, like that whole thing, I believe that's like coordinates to your specific situation. The number of the day of your birth. Again, for me, November 8th, I'm an 8 for this personality number. That number gives you insight into it's the way you sabotage and the way you can get out is basically what that number is telling us. Okay. That's why I'm studying this, and I'm creating, as we speak, we're creating a resource for you to find out how to manifest the best in accordance with your personality number, your birth date number. Okay. So that is coming soon. I don't have a specific date, but my goal is to get it out by the end of the month. So stay tuned for that. Oh boy. Everybody wants their number. What time is it? 3:54. Okay. I know my husband's like, oh boy, yeah, agreed. Because I gotta get up and do my podcast. Hi, babe. How are ya? Okay. Tommy, I love you. Tommy says that's gonna be gold. Thank you, Tommy. It is gonna be gold. Actually, I'm really excited. Because I really want to take the numerology, just like I did with the tarot, like take the messages that we get from the numerology or the tarot, and then like show it in the light of a manifestation in perspective. Like, okay, this is where we're starting. How do we move past this? Oh boy, yeah. Oh, Tiffany D, you're a lot of 9s. 9s are gonna have to deal with endings a lot sometimes. And 9s have to be okay with the fact that their whole deal is about completion. And so while that may help you become satisfied and fully realized in your life, it also could be bittersweet if it feels like things keep ending. But that's kind of the point, is you're like a closer. So that's your superpower. Um, Allie, what's frustrating you, Allie? Let me see. Oh, you're talking to someone in the chat. Yeah. Listen, it is frustrating sometimes when we're trying to explain to somebody like, don't say that. And they're like, yeah, but I'm going to say it. And you're like, okay, and then you'll just keep getting it. Your karma says, do you always feel this optimistic, or was there a time when you struggled to overcome something? Absolutely. 100%. I don't want to say struggle, but I want to say 100% I'm overcoming. I overcome every day, multiple times a day. Do I always feel this optimistic? No, absolutely not. But I also understand the science behind it, and I know that even if I'm not truly feeling optimistic, if I say that I am, it's the same, right? It's the same thing, because if I feel optimistic, then I'm probably going to affirm that I'm optimistic in some way. Like, not that I'm going to affirm, like, okay, let's say if I feel optimistic, I'm going to affirm optimistically. I may not affirm that thing. Like I said earlier about like maybe love or money. Like if I'm not worried about it, I may not be affirming about love at all, but I'm not affirming that I don't have it. And that's what I try to explain to people with like my husband. Like they ask about script. Like I never script about my husband. Probably like maybe once a month, maybe once a quarter, and it's like a sentence, maybe two. I mean, it is just, there's nothing to affirm. It's great. Everything's great. You know, I mean, there's nothing to script. Like I live with the knowing and trust and understand, like, I have a great relationship. He's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Like the thought of our relationship not being a thing doesn't even, it's just not on the tape. It doesn't cross my mind. It's not even a part of my story in any way. It's like so foreign that it's like, how the fuck would I think that, you know? But that's how it is. That's how, if love comes easy to you, I'm somebody that love comes easy to me, because I don't think it won't. I know what I bring to the fucking table. I know I'm a catch. Not that he isn't. He's a catch too. That's why I got him, because I fucking did equal. Same. You know, but again, if I were to feel the lack, then I would be affirming the presence, because I understand that affirming lack will get me more lack. Not that I necessarily am like don't feel the lack. Who fucking cares how I feel? It matters what I say about how I feel, not how I actually feel. Okay, Elena. Oh, thank you so much, Elena. I appreciate you. Elena says, do you have any advice for someone feeling resistant to daily meditation or okay. Do you have any advice for someone feeling resistant to daily meditation or meditation in general? I feel like there's a deeper issue here, but not sure where it stems from. B-Days 22. Okay. So I 100% think there's probably something deeper there. I don't know. Like, I definitely would want to have a session with you to like talk about exactly what it is, but we'll talk about being a 22 and just kind of see where that goes. But I will say this, like, maybe, yeah, it probably does have a lot to do with you being a 22. So first off though, Elena, force yourself. And okay, here's another thing. Start small. 5 minutes. And I'm saying that next to, because I'm going to start putting on, I have this goal of, all these like little projects that I want to do, like meditations and things that I want to get up on YouTube. And my goal is to get them all done by the end of the month. So the numerology thing, I want to get out by the end of the month. I want to make a slew, maybe 3 or so 5-minute meditations that I want to get up on YouTube by the end of the month. And I'm also going to put up 3, probably most likely, yes, I'm going to do it. 3 15-minute like daily meditations that I'm going to put on YouTube as well. So, I know I suggest meditation to people all the time, and I don't have any on YouTube, which is just outlandish, but I'm changing that. So I will have more for you, but there are other 5-minute meditations that you can do, which is where I was going with all that. So I would say first start with 5 minutes. There's nothing you can tell me that to make me believe that you don't have 5 minutes a day to take care of this extremely important thing. You could not convince me otherwise, unless like you had a stroke and your brain can't focus. And then we'd be talking about what are we going to affirm instead, right? Like there's no excuse. There's no excuse for 5 minutes, and really 15 minutes, but it's like, I mean, I could pick up my phone and get lost in Instagram for 20 minutes and just completely miss that and have no clue and gain nothing from it, absolutely nothing. Or I could take that 20 minutes or 15 minutes and dedicate it to like the betterment of my life, which will benefit me in ways that I can't even begin to explain. So, first off, really understanding that meditation is key to survival. And I really mean that. I'm not clickbaiting you. Meditation is fucking key for me. If I don't meditate, I become my old self, and my old self is reactive. So, and that just gets me stuck in my old ways. Meditation is key. So, my advice to you is first just be okay. Okay, you know what? I'm going to meditate for the rest of my life every single day. And I like that. And I love that. And that's cool. And that's awesome. And yay for me. Do you know how incredible my life is going to be if I meditate every single day? Do you know how powerful you would be if you meditated every single day? No manifestation could ever be away from you. It makes you the most powerful you could be. So why would someone avoid that? Why would you avoid doing something that will benefit you? Why would you put off something that will benefit you? Are you a procrastinator? Because that's the first thing that would go through my mind is, are you a procrastinator by nature? Because procrastination, has to do with the stress of doing the job, of what we're not doing, in the moment, which makes us not do even more, which is so strange. But like I would be looking at, Elena says, I know I have the time and I don't know. And I know I don't have excuses, which makes it more frustrating. Okay. You have to make yourself do it. And one of the ways that is easy for me is like, I try to have a rule of like, I won't touch my phone until I've meditated. So it's like, if I want to pick my phone up and check it, then I need to go do a meditation first. And like, that's kind of like, it's like a personal rule that helps me do it early in the morning. The other thing about meditation is like the later in the day you do it, the harder it is. For some reason. And Abraham Hicks says, because, you have a lot of thoughts and a lot of momentum going the later in the day that it goes. So the sooner you can get to your meditation in the morning, the better off you're going to be. It's going to start your day on the right foot. You're going to be able to purge the bullshit from yesterday. And well, you're creating that habit for yourself, obviously. And then it's super impactful and powerful for you to do daily meditation. And I know that because I've been both people. And the person who didn't meditate every day, let me explain something to you. When I started 30 days of alignment, that's when I started meditating every day. And if you've been here, you know that changed my entire life. It changed the course of my life. It's why we're talking right now. If I didn't meditate every day, there wouldn't be Roxy Talks. It wouldn't exist. I was able to create something out of nothing and begin building an empire out of nothing, because of the power of meditation and connecting with myself and seeing beyond that and pushing through my old ways. So at least understand, like, no harm it's only going to help you. You have 5 minutes. You can't tell me that you don't. And since you have 5 minutes, you probably have 10. If you could do 15 minutes, I would say that's an optimum amount. I like to do like a half an hour, but some days I'll do 5. We did a 5-minute yesterday and it was great. It's like, I would like to do longer. Some days I do a 2-hour meditation. That's what Kyle Cease does. I don't always do that. I would wish I did, but it doesn't matter. Every day I'm meditating and getting better. So who fucking cares? I'm working on myself and it's getting better and everything's working out. That awareness also comes from meditating every day, is maintaining that knowledge that everything is working out. There's a lot there. So my advice to you is, you now set yourself up for the easiest way. Like maybe find a 5-minute meditation that you like, find a 10-minute meditation that you like, find that the spirit guide meditation I've been talking about. Leanne can link it for you. Or put on just meditation music and just start counting backwards, and set a timer, but just start making yourself do it every day. And then try the rule of not checking your phone first, so that you have like that push to get it done, like early. And it's just like eating healthier, working out. You have to make yourself do it. And also, just like eating healthy and working out, you don't see the benefits of it until after you start doing it consistently. And actually, that's not 100% true, because you feel incredible after a meditation. You already feel better just being done with it. But as time goes on, you're like multiplying your power by like an exponential amount that you could have never got to if you didn't meditate. And I say that 100% confidently, honestly. So talking about you being a 4, you're a 22. You're a 22 and a 4. So 22, 4. You're a natural leader, organizer. You're good at founding businesses and institutions, but great power comes with great responsibility. And remember when I was saying earlier, it might actually have to do with your number. The responsibility of what you have to do can be overwhelming for you as a 22. So, massively driven with a fear of flying, has the skills and organization and focus to bring your visions to the world through methodologically and systematically building. So the hard work that you have, like the 4s are builders and establishers and reliable hard workers, but you're 22. So 22 has the added element of the spiritual connection. So the energy that you feel, this power, is very intense, but you may not feel up to the task. Fearful of our ambitions, feeling undeserving of our ambitions, like our visions are too big. The fact that it's a marathon and not a sprint can turn you away from the work, and also can cause you to dumb down your goals, and get lost in the drudgery and the minutia of what you're doing, and cause you to give up out of practicality, because of the practicality of what you're doing. So you can become overwhelmed by your purpose if you're not nurturing your worth and value. And I think that's what's really going on right here is, guess where value and worth is nurtured? In meditation. So, it's interesting because if you don't get what you want into the 3D world, you feel inadequate, but then at the same time, you feel too inadequate to do it almost, right? So that's where if the number of your birthday adds up to a 22, or you're born on the 22nd, this is you. So we must have a specific not a lack of direction. We need to have a sense of direction, a direct goal, and to nurture your worth and value every single day through meditation and affirmation and scripting. Methodologically. Thanks, Tim. Oh, shit. Mally. Dina, I love you, says 5 minutes is better than no minutes. You're damn right. Oh, Sana was here. I missed her. Dina says, remember, your phone and social media is you pushed out too. Good point, Dina. Good point. Killa Pop Tart says, I love that idea. It feels like a chore to meditate in the PM. It's because you're too far gone in the opposite direction. The sooner you do it, the better. Tim, did you do the homework? Sabda, I see that you're back. And no, I didn't see your message. Valerie, how do you know what number you're on? It's the day of your birth, the day you were born. The number, like I'm an 8 because I was born on November 8th. If you're born, let's see, Matthew here. Matthew Multi-Trillionaire. Love your screen name. That's fucking amazing. I love that. Yes. Matthew Multi-Trillionaire is 23, so he's a 5. I'll give you a little bit of rundown on 5. My husband's also a 5. 5s are caretakers. 5s are nurturing. 5s also love adventure and travel. So, hold on, back up on the caretaking and nurturing thing, because that's a 6. I got mixed up. My husband is very nurturing, though. That's why I said that. But yeah, so 6s are technically the more nurturing caretaker one. So let me back up on 5s because I'm still learning this and I want to give you the wrong information. Fives are, the way I described fives was like, if you know anything about tarot, it's like the Knight of Wands. This is like jumping into action, gonna get it done, gonna take care of it. It's spontaneous, exciting, loves adventure and change, versatile, adaptive, can also be impatient and impulsive. Um, like can be too fearful of the world or paranoid and unable to focus and follow through to be productive. So part of the things about five is that they're always ready to jump in and do what needs to be done. But they use distractions to avoid looking within and need constant simulation to keep that going so that they're not looking within, right? Sometimes. So fives do have an enthusiasm for life, adventure, travel, new experiences. But that can also obviously lead to restlessness, impatience, and inability to stay focused on the task at hand sometimes. But also, like, not my husband. My husband is the kind of person who, like, he starts a task and he finishes it. That shit blows my mind every time because I'm an 8, so I'll just leave things undone for long. But I have here written self-sabotage for the thrill of the unknown. So, oh man, okay, all right. I can't read everybody's, y'all. There's like a lot of people in the chat and everyone's throwing numbers at me. What I am gonna do is tell you that I'm getting all of this compiled into I'm probably gonna make like a little ebook out of it, to be honest with you. But I will have everybody, it'll be like a free download to get your birth date number, like the day of your birth, and what it says about you and how that affects your manifestation style. That is coming soon. What book am I using for reference? This is my own notes. I've been studying this. So there's no book. That's why I'm creating it. I'm going to write a little book, a little ebook. But if you're looking at the notebook itself, this is a gratitude notebook from Vibes by Roxy, roxytalks.com/vibes. This is the gratitude notebook, and it is designed by me and focus. And it's very cute. And I happen to just put my, I'm grateful for, I just happen to take my numerology notes I put into this book. So this is being, as we speak, Lan is actually transcribing this into clickety-clacks on the computer, just typing it. And once we get it all prettified and turned into Roxy art, it'll be available for download at my website for, your birthday. You can get the one for free. And then the whole ebook, if you want to get the whole thing to study all the numbers, then that will be available for purchase on roxytalks.com. Elena, you're in a life path 8, which doesn't help you. Okay, I kind of knew it because of the procrastination thing. I could feel it because I'm an 8 too, and I will put off the thing that's going to help me forever. I don't know why, but I've noticed that in my pattern is like if it's something that'll benefit me, like I'll put it off and put it off and put it off. It's very counterproductive. So get it done early is my advice to you. Casey super chatted. Okay. Leanne says, my ex-husband's also a Sag and a 5. Ooh, Leanne. Do we have the same taste? Oh, that's funny. Wait. Casey had a super chat. Shoot, I didn't see it. Let's see. Fudge. Let me see if I can find it. And then I'm going to get ready to jump off because I got to do the podcast. Oh, there she is. Casey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, babe. Says, how do I stop attracting people, friends and romantic partners, who are struggling severely with mental health? Since everyone is you pushed out, does that mean I should take a break from dating and cure my mental health? I have a famous saying I like to say, if you're asking, then you already know the answer. So, I think you answered your own question here. Part of it is going to be not telling the story that you attract people who are struggling with mental health. So because that will continue even if you work on your own mental health. If you still think you're a magnet for those who need to work on theirs, then you will be that person, which is okay. If you want to turn it into like, and I love that they come to me and they trust me and they take care of themselves and they're getting better every day or whatever it is that you want. Just, you can work on changing that story, but that's where it's going to start, is like not telling that story anymore. Take off that, like, think of that as like a big heavy winter coat and just take it off and just shake it off and feel light and say, you know what? People come to me to share in the amazing parts of their life or whatever, just like something that's different than that, and start living from that perspective in your mind. But should you take a break from dating? That's not my call. But should you work on your mental health and not look, for other people to fulfill what's going on within you? 100%, I believe. So, if you're asking if you should take a break from dating and cure your mental health, I would say I don't know about cure, because, it could be something that you're always working on, which is okay. And again, make it okay and love yourself for that and through it. But definitely, I don't think that it doesn't help us to focus on other people's problems when we have stuff that we could be dealing with ourselves. It just, it doesn't help you deal with it. How could it? So it's your choice. Yeah, it's your choice. So I just got, Allie says, this is completely different side of, but yeah, actually, no, it's actually kind of related, because Allie says every single person we're talking about, can everyone manifest? You even have clients with autism as well. You told me, and it's possible. Sorry, not sorry. Everyone is capable of manifesting. Yeah, I do. I have clients with autism. I have clients with ADHD. I have clients with PTSD. Like I said, I have clients with OCD, like clinical diagnosed stuff, and they're doing it. And like, all of those things that we think of as a problem, I actually think they're superpowers. I've said this before, like, my clients with OCD, I'm like, oh, you're telling me that you've been controlling your thoughts for years and years? Guess what? Manifesting is going to be really fucking easy for you. It's not a death sentence. It's a gift. And if you've got autism, for example, like, I don't know too much about autism, so I'm not going to speak on these things as if I know a lot about it. But what I can say about autism is that, if we're not swayed by other people's opinions, or, that the part about, like, if you're, autism not being able to interpret social cues and things like that, like those kind of ideas, or not feeling able to express their emotions properly, we work towards meditating and how to get those emotions out, or how to express it, journaling, how to get the feelings and the thoughts out of the head and in somewhere like tangible, so we can look at it head on. But also, if we're not swayed by the crowd, then superpower again, because you're able to stand in your own independence and who you are, and where you are, because you're hardwired that way. And again, that's a superpower. It's not something that takes away from your manifestation. I think that shit helps. So, whatever it is that you're going through, it's not a problem unless you say it's a problem. And if other people are going through it and it's causing you issues, then let's intend for their healing, and then not call you a beacon for those, you're so proud that they seek out the proper help or whatever. Okay. All right. So let's do homework for this week. Homework for this week is, okay, since only one person did the meditation, I want to assign that again. Tommy, super proud of you. I would really like everybody to meditate on their own personal Holy Trinity. That is the you, the I am, the who, the me. This is the Roxy, combined with the little Roxy, the inner me, the inner child, the person who created the shell that I call myself, that I now recognize as my personality, and my higher self, as we're all existing within the same entity, like Russian dolls. I've explained that last week. And it's really interesting because when I visualized it, I was connected at the root. I was connected at the foot, the base level root chakra, with my spirits, whatever, my inner me, my higher spirit, my higher self, whatever. When Tommy did it, He was connected at the throat chakra. Very fucking cool. And I need to hear more. I want to hear more. So if you did not do last week's homework, please do it this week. I want you go into a meditation and meditate on the Holy Trinity of you. The you that you claim, that you know yourself to be, your inner child who carries around all your pain, your wounds, your frustrations, your insecurities, and your higher self that sees beyond the earthly shackles and the life that you're living and can see the bigger picture. It's all existing and happening as you now. You're all three of those things. I want you to meditate on it and just I want you to just get into communion with it. Like literally come into holy communion with your holy Trinity, your own personal collection of beings that kind of exist as you. So that is your homework. Natty, that's the meditation. I just want you to get into a meditation and just visual and think about it. Like just turn on some meditation music on YouTube or Abraham Hicks, she meditates to like the air conditioning, the sound of the air conditioning or something. Like go to the beach and meditate to the waves. Meditate with flame. Just do a meditation, but I want you to I want you to conjure up in the meditation, I'm calling it the Holy Trinity of you. And I think actually I talk about it in this week's episode of the podcast that comes out on Wednesday. But this is the upcoming episode. The Holy Trinity of you. You as I am, the inner child that's holding on to all the pain, and the higher self that sees the bigger picture. I want you to go into a meditation and conjure up this imagery and just be with it. Just be with it. What image should we see? I'm not going to tell you what image to see. I want to know what you see. That's what I'm asking you. I want you to go into it and say, I intend to see my inner self, my inner child. I intend to see my inner child, my highest self, and how all three of us, including the me that's talking to you right now, how we're all connected and living as one being. Like that, you can go with that intention. I would like to see how me, my inner child, and my higher self are living as one being and how we're connected. Like I just want you to go into a meditation and ask for that imagery because I want to know what you see. Because when I explained it to me, again, I was connected at the foot, like Peter Pan sewing on his shadow. That's how I explained it. Tommy was connected at the throat and he was like sitting in a lotus position. Completely different experience. And that's exactly why I wanted you to do it because that's fucking cool. And Tommy now has that connection with that trinity of seeing that power of like, okay, there's the me that's walking around experiencing, there's the vessel within me that's holding on to all the pain, and there's a larger me that's seeing the bigger picture as I'm juggling all of this information. Go into meditation and just ask to be shown that. Ask to be shown your version of that. And that is your homework. And then if anybody... Do I use meditation music? EA. Yes, I do. I use meditation music and I create meditation music. Well, my team creates meditation music. We have so if you got Vibes by Roxy, there's meditation music in there. And I think we're going to start putting more just blank tracks on YouTube as well because we have a lot of them. But yes, I have to meditate with music personally. I like it to be loud. I like that to drown out. I don't know why. I need it loud. But it's like a blank meditation. It's just the tones. There's no words. Okay, so I need a homework for Tommy. And a secondary homework. Because we could all do the Holy Trinity. I'm just calling it that because we understand what that means. Like me, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's the Father, the Son, the inner child, the Holy Spirit, the higher self. It's the same thing, right? So the Holy Trinity of you, it's not about religion. It's just about the fact that we have these parts of ourselves that we're operating within. So homework 1, do your Holy Trinity meditation if you haven't done it. And homework number 2, let's... It's something about giving. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to form it. It's about giving of yourself selflessly. It's about, I'm just being told to do something selfless for someone else. That's the only thing I can hear. That's all it wants to tell me. So that's your homework. We have 2 homeworks this week. Do your Holy Trinity meditation. And I would do that first. Do your Holy Trinity meditation and do something for someone this week. It could be anything. Just pay it forward. That's what it is. Pay it forward, even if it hasn't gotten to you yet. Do something to be abundant for someone else, to be generous, to show gratitude, to show appreciation, to show love, to show respect, to help them, to offer your services, to offer your insight. Not to just go around giving unsolicited advice, but, helping somebody that is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out of your way to help somebody in a way that you can provide. And when you do that, I want you to sit with how valuable you are to have provided that to somebody for nothing in return. This exercise is going to help you see your value outside of what you look like, what your SP thinks, what the world thinks, what your career is, how much money you make, what you've succeeded in doing, how many followers you got, how many likes you get, if they returned your text message. All that bullshit is irrelevant. I want you to find worth and value by being selfless and showing love, generosity, appreciation, help somehow to somebody this week, okay? So that's your homework. Thank you, Leanne. Homework number 1, do your Holy Trinity meditation. And, listen, we're meditating every day. We're supposed to be meditating every day. You got 7 chances between now and next week to just do a meditation where you ask to commune with your Holy Trinity, your own internal Holy Trinity. Okay, so that's 1. Your second part is to take action as a person who truly knows that there is no lack and there is no separation. If you knew there was no lack and there was no separation, you'd be as generous as humanly possible, right? So give of yourself in some way this week and then talk about how valuable you are because you did that. And not in a like, oh, I did this for you and fuck you, but like, wow, I helped someone today. I provided value to somebody. I made someone smile today. I gave somebody $1. I gave somebody a ride. I gave somebody a compliment. Like whatever it is, I just want you to do something selfless with no expectation of returning anything to you, but just so that you can feel your value to the world outside of any of the other bullshit that we think we have to do or have to be. Okay. Natty J says it's a win-win for both. Exactly. And Kyle C says actually it's a win-win-win because it's a win for me because I'm giving, I'm feeling selflessness, and I'm going to feel the value that I provide to the world that has nothing to do with, again, my looks, my money, my anything. It's just human to human. I'm valuable. The other thing is that obviously it's a win-win because it helps the person I'm helping. And then as Kyle Cease puts it, it's a win-win-win because we're raising ultimately the vibration of the planet that way. If I feel appreciative and I give you something that makes you feel appreciative, it's going to radiate around you and make you treat the next person differently, make me treat the next person differently, make me treat me differently, which makes me treat the next person differently. So the ripple effect helps the world, and that's a win-win-win. Kyle Cease, if you're interested. So, Sevda, you had it too. Sevda, experience it too. I want to read your experience because you said you did the homework, so I want to honor that. Where is it? Sometimes I don't see everything, guys, so don't get offended if I don't see your shit. It's like the chat is insane sometimes. Okay. I extended on my soul. Oh, about your soul retrieval experience in the above chat, but I didn't want to be Ruben's fan. I appreciate you, Sevda. Sometimes I just don't see it, so I get distracted. Okay. There was a projection of myself along with my spiritual team after being scolded by them for not facing my fears. So once I let go, I saw myself shedding the old story like a snake and reborn. Nice. I love that. I love the snake thing. So Sevda, make sure you do the Holy Trinity one. The me, the inner child, the higher self meditation. And it's not a specific meditation like on YouTube or anything. I just want you to go into a meditation, however you do, which is with it, if that's meditation music or chanting or whatever you do, go into your meditation and then conjure your Holy Trinity and just sit with it and see what happens and then come back and share. And also do something selfless for someone this week, but not just do something selfless and then affirm your worth because of what you've just done. Your worth and your value because of what you've just done. Okay. Okay. I think yeah. All right. It's time to go. God, I try to keep us at 2 hours and then it's 3 hours. And how does that happen? Okay. But yeah, anyways, I guess to go, this week's podcast episode is about the Holy Trinity. Actually, it is about that. So Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. PST is when the podcast comes out. If you want to hear me talk about it more in depth, check out that episode. Shambling, you want to know how you want to change your feelings based on how you were treated? You need to forget how you were treated and just start treating yourself the way you want to be treated. What happened to you in the past is irrelevant, and if you keep talking about it, you're just going to get more of that. So it's like it just doesn't serve you to try to get something different. I want something different than what I had. Don't bring what you had into the story. Just affirm for what you want. Okay. Okay. All right. Natty J says, thanks, Roxy. We'll report back next week. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Yay. I'm so excited. TT says, this is my goal for the new year. Connection to my higher self and knowing my value to the world. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. TT, you manifested that homework. Because I don't know, that was not planning on that at all. It just came. So, Elena says, Roxy, maybe we're all quantum leaping into our desired reality. Of course we are. How could we not be? Pumpkin Spice, you're so sweet. Can't wait to hear your podcast on Wednesday. Thanks, Pumpkin Spice. I appreciate you. Thanks for all the pretty emojis. And thanks, everybody, for being here. Yeah, if you're still here, go ahead and give the chat a thumbs up. That'd be cool. If you want me to help you with your personal situation, one-on-one coaching is available at roxytalks.com. I also have courses and workshops that you can get started on right away if you don't want to wait to talk to me. There's free content at the website. We have a great forum where you can connect with other members of the community and get a manifestation buddy or talk about what's going on in your world, what you're manifesting, meditation experiences, all that stuff is happening in our forum, roxytalks.com/forum. And we've got a book club. We've got music on iTunes and Spotify and more music coming, affirmations and meditations coming to YouTube this month. Is that it? Oh yeah. And then obviously the numerology thing's coming soon. I will have a numerology guide for you that will help you with your manifesting out this month. Yeah, your homework is to meditate on the Holy Trinity of you and do something nice for somebody else with the intention of feeling your worth and value. Not the intention of getting something back, to feel how great it feels to be you and the value that you provide to others. I want you to bask in that, how amazing you are for what you have done to help someone else. Okay. So Tim, I'm looking at you. Okay. I don't know. Tim, are you talking to your higher self? Are you talking to me? Malachi says these tracks are fire too. Yes, I'm excited. We're really working. I want to tie up a lot of loose ends and just get a lot of things out this year. Tiffany says, get your Roxy Talks life. Yeah, Vibes by Roxy. Live the Roxy Talks life. I'm thinking about putting out a love-oriented vibes package for Valentine's Day. So that also might be on the docket. Anyways, I love you all. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself. For me, thank you for being here. And for you, you deserve to be here, keeping yourself on track. If you're coming here every week, again, you are for real making progress. Just showing up for yourself once a week is really amazing. And I just want you to commend yourself for that. Love yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Everything you're doing is great. You're doing good. Even if I yelled at you today, you're doing great. Okay. Yay, Tommy. I love it. Tommy says, buying my friend Kyle's book and affirming my value too. Yes. That's awesome. You're supporting an artist's dream. Fuck yes, Tommy. Yes. Yes. We love it. We love it. We love it. Okay. All right. Okay. And Malachi says, when the weather outside is frightful, grab a hot beat. All right, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. I'll see you next week. Be good to yourselves.